Major 1 is making a stop. Finally, we're here. It's the last week before, what is it, like a 3-week break or something? I have no idea. Yeah, hold on. I gotta shut my door, otherwise my brother is gonna lose his mind. That's fine. I've shut my door. We're here, Stewie, quick. Joining you, of course, for Major number 1, Rising Star. It's the second week. I call it the championship week. I don't know. It's the second week of this. This is it. Yeah. And I don't know if I can hear you on stream. I apologize. I had I'm not sure. I don't have chat up either, but of course I have the issues of this. Yeah. Let's see if I can figure out. Say something quick.
Hello.
There we go. We got him. Okay.
Oh,
I had to redo a bunch of crap to figure that out, but that's okay. The schedule screen's in front of you, friends. Winners bracket final is our first match, and one thing I have to note is we are playing 3 best-of-7s tonight. So. The first match obviously being between the Rangers and the Lumberjacks, the 1 seed and the 2 seed from this season's standings. So, yeah, best of 7 actually. And then we move to that losers semi-final, which will, between either of these 4 teams, that's what it'll be. So we're already sending 2 teams home.
Right off the rip.
Second match in. So
I'm incredibly excited for this first match. The Bemidji Lumberjacks are a team that during our last community stream I talked about when we were making our brackets. I haven't seen them get to play this season, but they've just been dominating in Rising Star. So to see them, the number 2 seed, go up against the number 1 seed to start off here, this is going to be electric. You have got the Boosty Boys of the Rangers and Forzy 40 and Ari of the Lumberjacks, and so far for the Boosty Boys, you've got a top 3 finish. You have, it's looking bright. You're the number 1 seed. You're getting a bunch of points here already. So it would also be amazing to cap it off. But why would you need to make a move though if you were literally deleting teams off the field? I'm looking for them specifically to play physical in this match and send a message early on. So just taking a look at our bracket, this is where we're at. Winners finals, Rangers, Lumberjacks. Winner moving on to that grand final, loser actually moving down to the lower bracket into that losers final. And then of course Senators, Miracles, Fires, Rhythm still alive. The teams that are in major contention right now, these are the teams that are left. The Lumberjacks on the left of your screen, the Rangers, Miracles, and Flyers in the middle, and then the Rhythm and the St. Paul Senators on the bottom. So 6 teams have been sent home. The likes of the Mauler, Superiors, Inferno, Victory, Barons, and Atlas are all out of major contention, and they have finished with their respective points. We'll give a points update after the stream on Saturday, actually, with all of the team, or with all 3 leagues, and we'll give a points update and how everything went down. But we've got to keep things moving along because we are playing best of 7s, and I have a scrim after this. So, yeah, hopefully we can get this done by 9:15, but that's okay. Points allocation, 20 points for first place, 16 for second, third is getting 13, and 10th, 10 points for fourth, 7 for 5 and 6, 4 and 2. So for 5 and 6 right now, we are going to determine 5th and 6th place within the next 20 minutes-ish, something like that. Those losers quarterfinal matches down in the bottom side of the bracket are actually best of 5s, and that loser semifinal is a best of 5 as well. So it's going to be a little weird. We're going to move from a best of 7 to a best of 5, then a best of 7 and a best of 7. Of course, we've already determined who's getting 7 points, 10, 13, and 16 and 20, and these 2 teams in this match right now are guaranteed at least 13 points. One of them is going to finish first. One of them is, well,
Not necessarily one of them is going to finish first, but one of them is going to finish second.
Yeah, this is a huge bump. This definitely helps divide them from that lower bracket. What are you thinking? Do you have predictions going into this game? I
am not sure. It's a 1 versus a 2. I want to say the Boosty Boys take it, but of course they've got all the pieces necessary, and all the pieces necessary. One person out of the 6 players in this match more than likely will be named this on your screen. The major MVP. Yeah. There's a reason why it says mystery player, because I have no idea who that it's going to be. I'm just going to figure that out on my own.
This game might be the one that decides it, honestly. I mean, this is going to be probably the best matchup that we could possibly have down here in Rising Star, at least as far as standings go. So, I mean, the player going to fill this slot, it could very well be joining the lobby right now.
Yeah. And I believe we just have Hibbing in the lobby currently. We're waiting on Bemidji. And I did send them the information, so we'll see when they join that. But
yeah, you know, looking at these top 6 teams that we have left, nothing too terribly surprising down here in Rising Star. Obviously, when we did our bracket predictions, people thought that Burnsville was going to do a little bit better. Ended up getting knocked out first day, but they're a 12th seed as far as the standings go. So if you're just looking at the standings and looking at these teams, it's not too crazy, the guys that we have left. Grayson on my Rising Star team, he was a big advocate for the St. Cloud Flyers. That's the team that I actually traded to get him onto my franchise for, and he thinks that they are the team to beat going into this. Seeing them down there having to take on Dicey's boys, the Rochester Rhythm, that should be a fantastic matchup. But really strong, evenly matched teams coming into
all 6 of these teams. I would say, Quick, you nailed it. All 6 of these teams, to me, any one of them could win this. I actually don't have a shot in the dark as to who in the heck is going to win this. I obviously want my Miracles boys to win, but at the same time, I would love to see like a Flyers win, especially with the storyline of Shonkers coming back after 4 weeks of not playing, and all of a sudden he's just here and he's wreaking havoc. They are down in the lower bracket, so 4 of the teams are down in the lower bracket, but I
don't think anybody's too surprised that with Shonkers coming in, it's going to elevate that Flyers squad. I really think it's going to come down to the team that wants it the most here. All of these guys have the skills to be able to take this. They have the chemistry. They've been putting the time over the last 6 weeks here. And it's really just going to come down to who wants it more. I think it should be tight, but we are going to get underway. Game number 1, series number 1. The number 1 Hibbing Rangers taking on the number 2 Bemidji Lumberjacks. First kickoff is going to go in way of Hibbing. We're going to see Saves try to take this one out the midfield. Gets bumped away, but Jobro is there to back him up. Forza bangs the ball away, but T-Jack's going to keep it in the offensive end. Ooh, Ari with a great clear. It's a pass to 40. Gets it past 1. Oh, almost gets it off the post there. Man, just coming out firing here. That was great offensive from Bemidji to take the ball the other way and make an opportunity there.
So far for Bemidji, your offensive player has been 40 himself. Your mechanical player has been 40. And so far, Ori has been the player to step it up realistically. Forza's been a physical player off of infield plays and, of course, chasing demos on your back line, trying to create havoc for other teams to deal with. And he's definitely done that. But when you're facing the Boosty Boys, you have got to be sure that your rearview mirror is 100% plugged in. Otherwise, you are going to be deleted from the field by the man that leads all demoers in MCS history. It's just all over it.
Great touch, 40, man.
That was solid. Very solid.
This pinch on the wall was just gross. I mean, how does T-Jack predict that? That ball 9 times out of 10 rockets up to the ceiling.
First goal scored, of course, by Bemidji, and Rangers got to answer back very quickly in the winter final, but best of 7, like we said. So we're gonna be here we're gonna be here for a lot longer than a best of 5. That's for sure. With a 1 seed versus a 2 seed, quick, you figure we go at least to a 5th or a 6th game. I do not want to see a sweep.
We're going to be here for a little while. No,
Yeah.
absolutely. And if we do see a sweep, I think that we might be looking at the winner for this first major.
More than likely, one of these two teams going to have the momentum. But again, with how long that we wait in between each series, I don't want to say that you're going to get iced, but you're going to get iced. That's just how it's going to work out. I mean, you know, you got to figure that the chances are going to come quick.
Shot!
Beautiful pass.
Great backward read by Joe, bro. Yeah, puts that one in. Yeah, these majors definitely emulate the LAN environment a little bit there, where you do have timing constraints that can make it a little awkward and a little difficult to stay warm and stay mentally prepared for your matches. So that will definitely be a little interesting to see how that plays out in this first major. But the Boosty Boys, the Hibbing Rangers, tying it up 1-1, 2 minutes gone in this first game. We're going to see the Boosty Boys get a little aggressive here. 40 actually 15 at mid, gets cleared back from the Hibbing side. T-Jack popping that ball up. He's going to look for a follow. Nobody there to quite catch it. Forrest is going to put it up to 40, who's on the wall. 40 bringing the ball downfield. He's going to get 50 away at midfield. Another 50 by Saves, clears the ball down to Bemidji's end. Forrest's banging that ball against the corner to get it cleared out. An opportunity for Bemidji. A great bump from Saves, gets 40 off that ball. Ari keeping it in the offensive end. Jolbro's just going to center it, but T-Jack is there. Great 50 by Forza to keep that ball up. Halfway gone. There's that demo that we were talking about, Stewie. T-Jack ringing up 40 to free the ball up for Jobro for a clear. Great touches coming up from both sides. Neither team really giving an inch here. A lot of midfield control.
If you are, if you are Hibbing, you figure you have had most of the ball position in this game, despite giving up an early goal. It's not the point. The point is you have made Bemidji Lumberjacks make the most mistakes. So if you are Bemidji, tighten down your rotations a little bit, look for an infield play. But again, like we talked about, the pressure going to continue to come from Hibbing, who are trying to basically break down the door that Bemidji has put up. Hibbing locking them out for now infield. That's a good chance for Bemidji, but they can't find the back of the net. Or are you going to go missing? Forza is there to keep it in the end, and a minute 20 to go, and you are not as close as you thought you were for Bemidji from scoring a goal, but Hibbing going to clear it away. Bemidji
was doing a really good job of breaking up the defenders in front of their net there and just kind of causing general chaos. But when you do that, you still have to get the ball on net. 40 looking for a flip reset there. Almost does exactly what I was talking about. But, oh, T-Jack, is this just going to be open? And he reads it off the corner. Fantastic read by T-Jack. What a great just clear by him to realize that demo.
Was that at 0 seconds? Why am I seeing 0 seconds?
Oh, weird. No, it wasn't. There's a minute still left.
What in the world? What am
interesting.
I seeing
The overlay
seconds?
Must have gotten a little messed up here. Oh, it's fixed. All right. Well, no. Not a 0 second. Oh, Forza almost responding immediately. Yeah, not a second goal.
I'm
still
baffled.
a minute to go here. This game is still up in the air. Joe Bro with a 50. It's going to go to Ori, who clears it away. Bemidji looking to get some control here, looking to get some offensive pressure and open things up a little bit. Joe Bro is going to bang the ball back into Bemidji's side. Another 50 from Joe Bro. Ori is going to pick this one up, takes out to midfield. Tries to get a pass over to Forza, but can't quite. T-Jack up on this one. We've got 30 seconds left. One goal separates these two teams. Forza just pushing the ball down the field. We're going to see 40 bang it out center, but nobody's there to pick it up. Ari looking for a 50. It's going to get centered. Forza reads that. He passes out to 40, who is centered. It's going to go off the backboard. T-Jack is there.
No.
It's a little awkward. An opportunity. 8 seconds left. They tie it up.
That's so unfortunate from T-Jack. He does read it, but he pinches it off of his own
doubling
backboard.
On that as well, though. An unfortunate touch, but Saves definitely getting a little aggressive on that one. And just a great center by 40. Up high on the back wall. That's just awkward all around.
13 seconds. Can anyone find anything off the kickoff? 5 seconds. Now clock ticking down. Forza going to get the dunk. Ball going to drop. Overtime in game number one.
Game one. Let's go.
Of course, best of 7. And this might be over quick.
End it. Oh, just off. Great read by T-Jack there.
Off the back.
Picking up that pressure. See this ball get 50'd at midfield. Forza with another 50. It goes back way of Bemidji. 40 clearing this ball out. It's going to get picked up by Joe Saves, almost gets that demo, but it gets cleared away back to the Hibbing side. Joe taking this one at midfield. Gonna see it get bounced out to Saves. It's off the backboard before he reads it. Great clear by him. It's gonna go back out to T-Jack though. The pressure from this Hibbing squad is just incredible. They're all over the Bemidji's defense.
It's palpable. You cut it with a butter knife. T-Jack infield looking for something. Forza's boardies backwards. T-Jack trying to drop it mid. Ori goes missing. Can Forza make the touch? He can. He covers for Bemidji's massive mistake that nearly resulted in a goal. That's off the backboard. 40 gonna have to make the touch to his corner and does. T-Jack gonna make him miss. Ball off the backboard. Ori. Jobro doesn't go and has to make the save and does. A monumental touch on his backboard shot. Espades throws it to the side. Ori's touch was poor. T-Jack's up trying to find Espades. The shot is dropped down. The passing play is there. And 40 makes the save on the post. And Bemidji holding their line for now, but almost fireworks for Hibbing, who are trying to take this first game.
Oh, shoot. Gave the ball away.
Game one might be the chance, but follow-up from T-Jack is on target, but saved by Forza. 1v1. What can Forza find? Tries to go by Jobro. Does. 40's follow-up is weak, and it's not on target.
Great opportunity there. Could have closed it out, but just a little soft on that shot.
Bass mid. Here's a chance. And
a little awkward. Oh, here's an opportunity. T-Jack, can he smack it? Oh, he missed the ball. Ori with a fantastic read there. He's going to pick this one out at mid. Looks to dribble it past one, but Joe gets the 50. T-Jack pops the ball up. Looks for another one, but 40 is going to push the ball over to Saves, who puts the ball into Bemidji's end. This is on, but Forza is there to pop it out towards center. T-Jack looking to put this ball to the sidewall. Ori is going to bang it back up towards center. T-Jack is there, but Forza reads that one and clears it away. Ball's going to bounce off the backboard. It goes down to Jobro, but he reads that opportunity for Bemidji there. Bemidji going to 50 this ball back out towards center, where Saves going to pick it up. It is now a forecheck for the Hibbing Rangers. Saves popping that ball up. Tries to get read by T-Jack. He misses it. Jobro puts it into the corner.
There
Jobro
it is.
Bounces up towards center. Great chance. Just a rough read there. I'm sure both teams are feeling the stress. 3 minutes gone in overtime of game number 1. T-Jack puts it off the backboard. Nobody there for the center. And Ford's going to take the ball back the other way.
It's a good bounce.
An opportunity. That's a great bounce.
Oh, he reads it. There it is. And Bemidji going to take game 1.
Yeah, that was a very tight game. That bounce right there, definitely a little awkward. Maybe expected it to go up. And an unfortunate read from the goalie allows that one to go in. Bemidji taking this one first game. And with this being a best of 7, game number 1, not quite as critical. Still plenty of time. We know that the Hibbing Rangers have that chemistry and that experience in this land type environment, where I can only imagine that this pressure is just completely normal to them and probably won't deviate their game too much.
Yeah, definitely game number 1 going in favor of Bemidji, who didn't have the pressure. All of that game, they stole it. I'm going to be honest, they stole that game. They really did. So? Yeah, they came out of absolutely nowhere to take that. And game 2 loading on in, best of 7, of course. So this is only 2 out of 7, a possible 7. So we'll see where game number 2 lies, but Bemidji taking game 1 off of just a unfortunate miss and an unfortunate bounce for Hibbing to deal with. That's in field. Ori the shot. It's going to be saved by Jobro, and Hibbing trying to hang on. They got a 2-on-1, but no boost in the tank, and a massive miss won't help their chances. No, bar down at all. Everyone misses the ball.
Too much space. They all got grouped up here. Bemidji definitely kind of got stuck on the back line. All 3 of them there. Jobro just with a great chip to bang that one off the crossbar, down and in. Absolutely fantastic. Puts them ahead in game number 2 here.
These boys are asking, of course, guys, I sent out announcements that says this. It tells you all the information you need to know. Goodness gracious, it doesn't matter.
All they need to know is how to score, Stewie. Was that in your announcement?
Yes, it was.
Did you give them the secret?
I totally told everyone how to shoot the ball into the back of the net. I said to myself, yeah, it's best of 9. You can't see that on screen, but it's best of 11. I say we play best of 99 Thumb Wars. We don't even play Rocket League.
Right. 1v1 Heat Seeker. That's all we need to determine this.
It's
Paul is going to get 50 towards the Bemidji's, and Ori going to clear it out into his own corner. We see Jobro pick this one up, looking to make a pass to T-Jack, who is there, and he's in just off the bottom left corner. Little sloppy from Bemidji's defense there, I think, allowing that one in. Looks like 40 maybe got, oh no, just a 50 off T-Jack. Great read.
The timing, yeah, it was a great read quick, but the timing is what is consistent there for me, is when you see an infield pass like that, as a defender, you're looking at it and you're saying, okay, he's going to come in and shoot this as fast as possible, because your main goal is to just beat the defender. I mean, am I correct or am I not correct?
No, absolutely.
I mean,
right.
Yeah, and
at least create some chaos, if not score.
definitely. And with what T-Jack did, he slowed the play down enough, so 40 just went completely by him. And T-Jack able to just put it in the back of the net based off of the timing that he creates. So 3-0 Rangers lead. They're looking for one. Forza off the backboard. The follows there.
Right under the crossbar. Great read there, 40. Man, Forza up on this one. Already seeing his teammate downfield. Pops it up perfectly. Almost snuck it in himself, but a little help from some teammates is never bad.
Definitely. You know, you don't... What are you teammates for? Goodness gracious. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. 3:47 to go. Game 2. Lumberjacks down, of course, in the game, but not the series, leading the series by a score of 1-0. If you're just joining us, this is the Rising Star Major #1 of MNCS.
Oh, and, an opportunity here.
Oh, no!
Off the crossbar.
That was an open net.
Yeah, it was.
It's still an open net.
Maybe is, yeah.
40 gonna clear it away, and yeah, if you're just joining us, Rising Star Major 1, winners bracket final between the #1 seed Hibbing Rangers and the #2 seed Bemidji Lumberjacks, and you have missed a lot of Rocket League if you are just getting here right now. So
right, only one game gone, but a lot has happened already in this first series of the night. Almost an opportunity there for Bemidji. 40 clearing this one to the sidewall, looking to get some control. Bangs it out, gets it off the backboard. Forza's there. He's 50. Can Ori get there in time? He can't quite. Doesn't commit to it. Good read by Ori there to turn off on that one. We'll see saves. Try to get the ball off the backboard, but he can't quite. Jobro popping the ball up. T-Jack looks to read this one with a bang off the wall. Puts it out towards center. No teammates quite there. Maybe a little mind games going on from T-Jack there, but yeah, like as you mentioned, this is our the end of our first major. Both these teams have been battling it out for the last 6 weeks here. I don't know if these two happen to play each other during those 6 weeks, but we do have another 6 weeks of season coming after this. So while this match definitely important in the grand scheme of things, plenty of Rocket League. Jobro trying to put that one on net. Plenty of Rocket League from the MNCS still coming.
yeah, we've got a large break. I think it's what, 3.5 weeks between
We got 3 weeks
the end of Major 1
Right.
to the start of the second split. So, and the trade window doesn't come in until the end of May. So, you know,
Right.
a lot of changes possibly being put in the works, but nothing, unless it's a retirement, nothing has to be forced out of a change. But minute 40 to go for Bemidji to try and come back into this game. They've gotten one so far, but Hibbing has stifled and really slammed the door so far. Trying to slow down Bemidji's offense, which is not an easy task, but it's easy when they're running into each other. 40 going to be bumped off that shot. Sunny all the way downfield, trying to put pressure on Bemidji's defense and kind of suffocate them, get them out of the game. But for me, Hibbing has definitely come to their own so far this season. I can't believe that all 3 of these players were allowed to be on the same team.
Yeah, that's hilarious that that worked out. And, I mean, this will be something I don't think GMs let occur in future seasons. Great read by 40 off the ceiling bounce. Puts it past the defender. Puts them within 1 to tie it up in game number 2 here. And they want this win so bad. 2 games, a little bit of separation. Right over T-Jack. So close.
I didn't see that quick. I didn't see that it went directly at him. I just assumed that it was close, but it wasn't... you know, an insane read by any means. It went directly to him. T-Jack on the flip reset, trying to get by 1. Jobro wins that challenge. Ori last back, no boost. Sonny's there, gonna keep it infield, and Hibbing trying to hold the midfield line for now. 40 gonna pop. He's got 2 in this game, looking for a possible hat trick. Forza gonna stay on the ball, and 40 seconds for Bemidji to get one more to tie this game and complete the 3-goal comeback, but They really need to kick it up right now. The bump comes in. 40 with the shot. It's an easy save for T-Jack and a free collection, but he was dunked on the touch, and the touch wasn't great. Jobro gonna put it off the sidewall. Ori shots on. Sonny gonna have to make the save, and Hibbing trying to hang on right now. They're being locked in their half. Ori with a pop pass to 40. Not gonna happen. Sonny gonna win that challenge. Is all the way downfield. Bemidji have to find something special. Can they do that? Forza's in the air, won't be able to catch it, and the series is tied at 1.
Very close. It's too bad they went down by 3 so quick there. I mean, I believe the score was 1-3 at about a minute and a half gone. Just too much for the Lumberjacks to climb back. Rangers absolutely shutting them down for another 2 minutes during that match. Last minute and a half, the Lumberjacks showing a little bit more life, crawling back a bit, and trying to get back in that one, but not quite enough. Rangers able to shut them down and take game number 2. Some stats standing out to me here. T-Jack, 5 shots. He's just getting that offensive pressure, and even if he's not scoring, he's putting this ball off the crossbar, getting it centered to his teammates, and getting these demos out in front of the net that I think are the separating factor so far.
And game number 3 about to load on in. It's a best of 7, of course, so this is not... Whoever wins this game is not on match point, so no. We've still got a lot of Rocket League yet to be played, but of course, this is only game 3. It's loading on up. We've split games so far in the first 2. We're getting to the 3rd. Ori going missing, and for Hibbing, you have escaped game 3 after game 2 after a massive scare that nearly netted you a possible overtime and another 3-minute overtime, but you held your line, and you did well enough to stay in the ball. Ori has to make a heroic save and does. And Hibbing looked to set up, of course, what they did early on in game 2. They took possession of the ball and pretty much held it for the entire rest of that game.
Yeah, no kidding. 30 seconds gone in game number 3 here. You see Forza try to make something, but can't quite. It gets cleared away in the corner by Jobro. Double commit coming up from Bemidji in the offensive end. T-Jack is going to clear that ball away. Looks to get it past 40. That one is on net. Ari has to read this one. Banks off his own backboard. Jobro putting this ball back. Center saves. Almost cuts that ball. He's going to take it back pass, but it gets 50 down towards the Hibbing's end. Jobro banging this ball out towards center. Saves. Looks to get a touch. Can't quite. Forza collecting the ball on his own end. Flips it past 1, but saves gets that 50. That's very important for getting that defender off and stopping them from potentially continuing that play further down. I mean, once you beat one person, you've now created the potential to get an odd man rush on the offensive side, and I have to imagine that that is the number one thing that Hibbing is trying to stop here, and try to keep that defense up and not even give Bemidji the opportunity to put shots on net.
3:20 to go. Game not quite halfway over, but close. Nobody has scored yet. T-Jack trying to create the first mistake.
Great read there, Ari.
Massive, massive save by Ori. And that's not a good touch.
Oh,
Ori was there to collect. Does get by 1, but T-Jack
wow.
has to make the save. And 40 going to go missing. Won't make that touch. Sonny off the backboard, looking for somebody there. Jobro going to turn and make the touch, but will be dunked. T-Jack alone on his backline, being harassed by Lumberjacks all over him. And Ori will make the save and won't allow Hibbing, or Bemidji, excuse me. What am I saying? Hibbing to get out of their end. Ori trying to keep the pressure up for Bemidji, but of course we're right back in the Bemidji end. 40 trying to make his way out. Forza gonna collect. Will look to dribble by 1, won't get it over T-Jack though. And T-Jack for me has been the key player for Hibbing. When he is on, the Boosty Boys are very, very good. When he is not, the Boosty Boys are not very good. So I'll keep it simple for you. T-Jack has got to have a great rest of his series, and he's got to keep contending with 40 and Ori, who, I mean, tough names to say, but at the same time, they've been tough to beat.
Yeah, no kidding. I definitely think that you're right, that T-Jack is kind of that keystone player for this Hibbing squad, but saves and Jobro obviously able to complement that playstyle, and they've been finding success with it. Bemidji trying to figure it out here in game number 3. We're no goals scored. This is the first time we've had a game go silent for this long. T-Jack looking to break that one up. 40 is going to take the ball to his own wall, bangs it off the ceiling where Ori is going to get a read, but saves is there, puts it into his own corner. Misses the touch. Forza puts it on, but T-Jack is there. Great positioning by him. Looks for a 50 against 40. That ball is bouncing into the Hibbings corner. 40 gets it past the defender. Ball might be having too much hang time above that post. Forza looks to sneak it in, but it's off. And 40 gets on top of it and puts the ball in the back of the net. Just a great pressure there. I thought that, I mean, if that ball would have been low enough, it would have been scored by Ori there. But that 50 with the shot off the crossbar creates just enough chaos and havoc for them to finish and get a lead in game number 3 here. But it's just gonna go, oh no, Joe Bro! Oh, misflip, but no boost from him. Stops the kickoff goal. Very close to tying it up. 1 minute left here. Ori looking to take this ball out at midfield. Awkward touch. It's gonna get 50 by Joe Bro. Back out towards center, saves. Almost gets the shot off. 40 is gonna take the ball the other way. He bangs it. T-Jack clears it back into Bemidji's end where Ori is going to take it. He's going to dribble it off the backboard. He looks for the double touch, but he can't quite get it on. 40 keeping this ball in front of the net. It's going to get cleared by T-Jack. And, you know, 45 seconds to go here, 40 seconds to go here. We got to see something from the Hibbing Rangers. They need to break up this Bemidji defense.
They might have done it here.
They might have done it there.
Oh, no.
Didn't even. Forza all over that.
Huge save by Forza. And another one from 40. Awkward. And T-Jack can't turn. 40 gets over Sonny. And last back is T-Jack. 40. That's on target. It's on the post. He scores it by himself.
Let's go, 40. Great touch here to get the ball down. Puts it on net. I thought that one was in, but
he says, "I'll do it."
Didn't even matter.
He says, "I'll do it. I'll do it myself."
Give me 3.
I don't need the help. 17 seconds. 2-0 lead for Bemidji. And if you are a Bemidji fan, you're happy right now. I know Ben Storms is happy, man, as he can possibly be. I hope he's watching this.
Looking great.
Especially if it's, you know, these Bemidji boys. Of course, I've got 2 Bemidji boys later on for you gentlemen to listen to. But, of course, game number 3 over, and Bemidji's up 2-0. Or 2. What am I saying? Bemidji's up 2-1. Jeez. Can I
Only
speak?
a 1-game differential there, which, you know, and here's, just like we talked about when they won the first game, here's their opportunity to start to build some momentum and create some space. Rangers, obviously, last time not allowing that at all, shutting them down in game number 2, but that was only a 1-goal game. This is our first game that has had more than a 1-goal separation, and I think that's something important to keep in mind.
And word is on the Flyers series down in the lower bracket, the score just came in. And sorry, I'm changing the map. I apologize. If you're a Rochester Rhythm fan, you are probably not happy about this. St. Cloud has taken Rochester out of the tournament in a 4-game set. They have defeated the Rochester Rhythm 3-1. And if you're a Rhythm fan, you're happy with the top 6. They bow out right now. But if you are a St. Cloud Flyers fan, you are very happy. They advance to our losers bracket semifinal, which will be on stream next after this series is done. But this, of course, is a best of 7 quick, and we are 3 games in, 4 games left, possibly 4 games left. But Bemidji only needs 2 to take Hibbing out of the question and put him in the lower bracket final. But right now, Bemidji has looked good on offense. They've picked it up since that game number 2. But if you're a fan of the Boosty Boys, you gotta find something. You gotta find some sort of pinch. And I'm looking at Joe Bro and specifically Sonny to have a. I mean, I've seen the physical play, but I haven't really seen the physical play. Bemidji, they're well trained. Obviously, they've been looking at replays to you know, avoid these demos.
Yeah, I definitely think that that's what's going on here. You know, T-Jack and Joe Bro have been picking up some demos the last couple of games, but I think the big thing is that Bemidji is aware of that, and they're watching for those demos on their back line, which is where we're not seeing the demos. We're seeing demos come out on the offensive side and at midfield, but not on Bemidji's defensive half, which if Hibbing can figure that out, I think that would be huge for them to help to start get some balls in the back of the net. Forza and 40 are just absolutely crazy on their own half on the defensive side. Definitely got to figure out how to break that up a little bit.
3 minutes still left in game number 4. We've played 3 so far. If you're just joining us, Major 1 Rising Star Championship Week. This is the winner bracket final. You missed an entire bracket. Oh, D-Jack, it's on the post! That 2 go though! Sonny, it's open! There it is! Yep. And a 1-goal lead, and that's a massive mistake from Bemidji, who sent 2 players to 1 ball in front of their nets.
Great 50 by Joe Bro. I mean, he did just 52 players all by himself to open it up for Sonny to put that one in. 40
Ori and of course Forza have to clean up those mistakes if they want to take the Boosty Boys to, of course, defeat them in the winners bracket final. But for now, if you are Hibbing, you start off very good. If you're Bemidji, you don't. I mean, still plenty of time left in this game to tie up the game, but it's been a series of leads. Whoever gets the lead usually holds it for the game. A massive miss!
Oh no, Ori thought he was in the octane for a second there. Car is not quite that tall. It's gonna just barely bounce over him. Great touch by T-Jack to get that over the defender. Just a kind of awkward, slight bounce right in front of the net, which is kind of a tough shot to pull off. You got to make sure it's so soft so you're not bouncing it up into the crossbar and potentially giving the team another free clear on the defensive side. Sonny looking to put that one in. T-Jack follows it up. Joe Bro is gonna go for the third, but it's gonna get cleared away by Forza. Ori picking this ball up halfway through game number 4 here, and Hibbing is looking great, taking 2 goals really quick.
Beautiful back pass to Ori. Bump trying to come in. Forza shot is perfect right down the pipe, and an easy finish off the demo. Ori threatening a bump. T-Jack not able to get back in time. 1-goal game. 229. Bemidji trying to answer back.
Of the bump there, like Ori went over him, and just he timed it out so well. Like you were mentioning, how T-Jack does this timing so well, so it forces the other player to be awkward. Ori was on top of him when he would have had to have been going up for that ball.
Beautiful infield. It's there. It's open. 2-goal lead is back.
That was quick.
Yeah, no pun intended. No pun intended.
All pun intended.
No pun intended.
All pun intended.
All pun intended.
Fantastic T-Jack. He knows it's me up here casting. He did that one for me, I'm sure. But gonna take that 2-goal lead right back. Quick response from the Hibbing Rangers. That 2-goal lead is really just gonna turn into 3. I was gonna say how comfy 2 goals is. It has nothing on 3 goals.
Yeah.
Awkward touch.
Of course, it's. I mean, if you go by math quick, it's got 1 on a 2-goal lead, but that's okay. We don't go to school to learn math. We go to school to learn how to become people. T-Jack looking to make it 4-goal lead. It is. Joe Bro gonna cap it off, and Hibbing running away with game number 4, trying to even up this series at 2 games apiece. The score report just came in for the Miracle Senators series down in the lower bracket. The 6-seed Miracles taking out the Senators, the 5-seed, in 4 games. So no game 5s between those 2 sets. And of course, down in the lower bracket, the losers bracket semifinal is set. It is technically losers round 4, but yeah, not the correct terminology. Jeez, I went to school. I learned the terminology, but a minute and a half to go. It is more than likely all but over for Bemidji, who have to come back. But down 4 goals quick, I don't see that happening. The losers semifinal is set. St. Cloud Flyers, Minneapolis Miracles. That will happen. That's a best of 5, actually. That'll happen after this series is over, but still a ton of Rocket League to be played. Nobody on match point quite yet, but if Bemidji pull out something unreal here, they can go on match point. But a minute for 4 goals, I have seen crazier things, but I'm telling you, it's more than likely not going to happen.
No, especially with the defense that we're seeing from Hibbing here. It would be very surprising to see Bemidji put 4 away, but this is just for Hibbing to tie this series up. They're not going to pull ahead with this lead here, so that definitely gives Bemidji a little bit of breathing room. Great shot by T-Jack there, almost lots of past 2 defenders. Gonna get popped back out towards center. T-Jack is there. He puts off the backboard, but Ari is gonna take the ball out towards midfield. Sunny popping this ball up. It's gonna get cleared away by 40 into Hibbing's end. Ori looking to keep the ball awkward. He pops it up, but T-Jack is there to bang the ball back into his own corner. Ori popping the ball out center, but saves is there again with another clear just back into his own corner. Forza looking to maybe get something going here, but 15 seconds left. Jobro's going to hit it past the last defender. As Bemidji, you definitely got to get that aggressive. You got to take those opportunities. Jobro shuts the door.
Yeah, you can't you know, you can't blame Bemidji for overcommitting on that at all. You pretty much have to. You gotta go. You have to make that decision, because if you don't make that decision, then you're just gonna, you know, be stuck in your half. Your only option is to push. You gotta be aggressive. You're exactly correct. You have to make the Hibbing Rangers sweat. Right now, they're not sweating in this game. They're sweating in the series because it's going to be tied at 2 after this is over. Looking for the Brazil, not going to happen. Game number 4 in the hands of the Rangers. 2-2 all. And they've split games for 4 in a row. Game 5 coming up next. And that is on a map that we don't see often because we don't play best of 5s.
Right, yeah.
Or we don't play best of 7s. What am I saying? We only play best of 5s.
We can get to the 5, and which this season we've seen quite a few games going to that final game 5. But in this series here, 2-2. The Rangers are definitely looking for a momentum shift here. You know, I think that they kind of squashed Bemidji's mental game in that last game, and that could be absolutely huge for them. With this win, putting Bemidji on match point. You know, this is not a good time to be shaken up at all.
I didn't even think about that. Mentality massive in Rocket League. Obviously, I know that, but mentality is huge in best of 7s. Yeah, it's just a tough loss to take. You lost 6-1. And the Boosty Boys just found a different gear in that game. And now game 5, Wasteland Night.
Oh, great.
And beautiful touch from T-Jack. Ori, though, going to keep it in. Looking for the shot. He fakes out too, but Jobro stays put and makes the massive save for the Rangers. Another save going to be stopped on the goal line. And Bemidji coming out with a vengeance in game 5.
Yeah, no kidding. That was something. Something I was thinking about the end of last game was that with Bemidji at the end there having to get so aggressive, I was curious if that was going to carry over into game number 5 here, and it definitely has. Great opportunity.
Doesn't matter.
It's free. 40 is there to clear it away. Yeah, I definitely think that aggressive mentality from last game shifted over into this game.
100%. And that's good, Quick. That's good response.
They need it.
Yeah. It's definitely 100%. But, yeah. 4 minutes still left to go. Hibbing Rangers got to respond. It's been a series of leads so far. Like I said, in game number 3 or 4, when was it? Ori with a flip reset, didn't get it, doesn't choose to use that flip. And yeah, it's been a series of leads. Whoever gets the lead usually will take the game and hold it. But good back pass from Ori. Ori has been doing that all series. What a read on the backboard by T-Jack. Massive clear for Hibbing, who lurked to work their way out, but they're right back on it. Bemidji looking to throw a counter punch. T-Jack another save on his back line, and he's holding the Boosty Boys right now in this game with duct tape, pretty much saying, okay, I'll just do it. You guys get boost, I'll deal with the defense. And Bemidji on their back foot right now as Hibbing looks to reverse rolls, and the proverbial shoe is on the other foot.
Bemidji maybe looking a little awkward on their own end. 40 having to come off the wall to challenge that one. It's going to get cleared out towards mid, but Sunny is there to pop it up. Forza looking to bang it back out towards mid. It's going to go down to Ori, but 50s it against T-Jack. T-Jack clears the ball down into Bemidji's corner. We're going to see Jobro try to make something happen. Pops the ball up. Going to go across field where 40 clears it back into Hibbing's own end. T-Jack looking to grab this ball. He comes up the wall, but he's a little awkward. He's going to get a 50 against Ori. Still put the ball at center for 40, who puts it on net, but it gets cleared away by 2 defenders. Ball gets cleared out towards center halfway through game number 5 here. And we're going to see Forza take the ball back the other way, looking to get some pressure going. He does get a great 50 against T-Jack. Leaves the ball in the net open. Great read by him. T-Jack almost getting back on this one, but not enough. Forza and 40 on a rampage. And
the team more than likely that wins this game, that goes up 3-2, will more than likely take the series. This is the biggest game of the series, the biggest game of your major one so far, the biggest game of pretty much your season so far. The winner of this game more than likely will win the series. And for Bemidji, they're putting the ball in Hibbing's court, and they don't want the ball in their half. They're doing everything they possibly can to clear it out. And I wrote down in some notes before this series even started that the clear game is crucial for Bemidji. If they clear the ball out of their half, they're going to have the best possible chance to score. Because if you get locked in your half, that's when the demos become a factor. That's when they
a great point.
Make their marks. So if you can clear the ball out of your half, your backboard play is going to be key. And so far, Bemidji has done it in this fifth game.
Oh, almost able to connect there, but 2 go past it for Hibbing. 40 is going to 50 this one out towards mid. Ori 50's T-Jack. Ball is staying at mid. 40 with a great little chip to keep it down in Hibbing's end. It's going to get cleared back by Jobro. 40 off the wall to challenge this. Jobro almost puts that one on net. Great touch by him. And, you know, I keep harping on it all season, but the number one thing that I keep seeing from these top performing teams is chemistry. Chemistry. You know, down here in Rising Star, all of the teams that got knocked out were teams that had made changes in their roster throughout the first split. And, you know, these are 2 rosters that have been the exact same since draft, since day one. And it really shows just the difference that has made for these teams.
Yeah, I think with, you know, we touched on the back passes that Ori has been making. That's chemistry. Okay. Knowing that your teammates are back, that they're rotated away from you. Knowing that you can trust them to say, hey, here, take the ball while I do something for you off ball. Right. But, of course, you are correct. That's a poor touch from Forza. Miss comes in, Jobro gonna make it and make them pay, and Bemidji's down by 1.
Just a little awkward here. 40 also expecting that one go to the side. You know, just an awkward pop-up is all it takes sometimes, especially at this level and speed of gameplay. You got to get a little aggressive. We saw 40, you know, try to get aggressive in his own corner, try to read that pass from Forza, but the touch went a little wonky, and that was enough for the Boosty Boys to put that one in and bring this game within 1 with 30 seconds to go.
If you can somehow find something this next goal, you need a miracle for Hibbing to win this game and come back from down 2-0. The third game would be massive. Match point would be massive. Jobro downfield bump comes in from D-Jack, but the shot's not on target. 10 seconds. Sunny gonna keep it in. Ori the touch. T-Jack gonna commit. Forza though got by Jobro. It's an open net for Bemidji. Can they put it in? They can.
0 seconds.
The game is done. And of course, match point for Bemidji.
Bemidji looking absolutely fantastic that game. They came out swinging, got ahead first, and that was the big separator for that game. They were just able to hold that momentum. By getting ahead, you can stay aggressive. It's not as big of a deal if they score on you. You can keep up that momentum that you can build and do stuff like lock them in their own half and get those demos and starve them from boost. And those are the things that directly lead to a goal. I mean, the biggest probably out of anything else in this game besides mechanical skill. So Lumberjacks coming out swinging game number 5. They're going to lock that one down and separate this 3-2 now. What do you think? Do you think that the Rangers got it in them to bring it back now? Or is that door closed?
I mean, I don't think the door is closed. I think that the door is creaked a little bit. With Hibbing scoring 1 there to make that interesting. Bemidji, though, of course, slammed the door at the end with the 3-1 lead. But Neo Tokyo's game 6, I know that. And if you are... if you're Hibbing, you got to find this game and then force game 7. But our first series of the evening, not disappointing, that's for sure. I've been impressed with it. Both teams as even as ever, but Bemidji with the 1-game lead in game 6. Can Hibbing force game 7? T-Jack, what a start, 4 seconds in.
Man, just past Ari, stuck back as the last defender. Just not much you can do there. Great shot. What a rip by T-Jack. Slots it right underneath the crossbar. Puts them up by 1. And, you know, if the last games have anything to say about predicting the future of this game, striking first is a huge advantage.
Good touch off the backboard. Follow-up is there. Ori ties the game. And in 6 seconds, 7, excuse me, the game is tied again.
Ori decides, you are not making me look bad. You are not making me look rough back in my net. Let me give you a taste of your own medicine. A great read off the bounce there. He puts it underneath the defender, ties that up immediately.
Good answer. A massive answer from Bemidji early on. Sonny collects, looking for a flip reset. Gets by 1. Doesn't quite find the Forza touch, though. Jobro infield. Ori going to make that touch, and massive save on his goal line. T-Jack infield. Blocked away by 40. Bemidji's defense holding for now, but we've had chance after chance in Game 6. Nerves are peaking right now. Both teams obviously are nervous for this series because it's almost game 7. It's game 6. Sonny, triple demo. It is match point for Bemidji. 4 minutes. They're trying to find this leading goal. Ori off the backboard. T-Jack makes the clear. And one thing that's good news for Hibbing is Jobro and Sonny are appearing in this series a little more. Early on, it was all T-Jack. And right now, the demos and the pumps are starting to come through.
Yeah, Hibbing definitely looking to not overcommit here. Both teams being a little bit on the safe side when it comes to offensive plays, not wanting to get a double commit and have an odd man rush go the other way, but we'll see 40-50 that when it gets Sonny to clear it down the other way. Jobro is going to collect the ball at mid. He pops it up, bangs it down. Forza puts the ball into his own corner, but Jobro actually bounces the ball back out towards center. Forza looking to clear it, but Sonny is there to keep the ball in. Absolute chaos down in Bemidji's corner. Ball is going to get centered by T-Jack before he reads it to pop it back to his own corner. Sonny is there, though, tries to keep the ball center, but Forza with a great read clears it out towards mid. Rangers shutting down any chances of Bemidji clearing this ball, locking this in their own half. We're going to see Forza try to get the ball clear. We can't quite. It's going to get banged down by Jobro. Danny with an awkward touch. T-Jack grabbing this ball at mid. He's got full boost, gets it past 140, is there. Awkward flip by T-Jack. He's going to get it finally out of Bemidji's end.
1-1 all, tie still. Forza shot, saved by T-Jack. He's been the backline defender for Hibbing so far in this entire series, specifically Game 5. He was their backline defender. And still stuck in this Hibbing Rangers half in the winner's final. Bemidji trying to punch their ticket to a grand final appearance and a top 2 placement at Major 1. Ori looking to find his second. 40's got the shot, but it's weak and not on target. 40 gonna go pop it up. Forza's there looking for 2. He's got it, but it's the infield wasn't on target, and Jobro leaks away. But did Hibbing get caught? Ori over T-Jack. The shot is not there, though. And Hibbing still holding their line, but they don't have any boost to work with.
Yeah, that third man really looks like they don't want to commit right now. Just trying to not lose this game because of a stupid mistake like that. And unfortunately, that's what stopped Bemidji from being able to score there. But keeping the pressure up, they are... Oh, actually, T-Jack clearing this one out for Hibbing. Forza is going to collect it in his own corner. Looking to clear the ball, but Sonny actually bangs it back against the back wall. T-Jack looking to put this on, but it's just off. Forza actually with a bad read, misses it. 40 tries to get the ball, but Sonny keeps it in. Ori grabbing this ball in front of his own net. Awkward rollout, gives it to T-Jack, but Forza clears that ball away. 1-1. Ball is stuck on Bemidji's half right now. Bemidji looking to get this ball out of here just so they can start to get some boost, get some offensive pressure. Honestly, or they're just looking to run this clock out, bring it to overtime, and maybe try to find some success there.
Get the focus on T-Jack and Jobro's face. They are in this series. A minute to go. Tied at 1. Nobody able to find the shot yet. Forza might have. But Jobro making the save and getting the clear. Ori pops it up. Does he have the boost? He doesn't. He fakes, tries to get by Sonny, but doesn't. 48 seconds. 40 trying to go off the backboard. Forza is there, but he can't make the touch. Ori trying to put the ball in field. 40 with the touch to the side wall. Looking to pop for Forza. Forza has the boost, but 40 doesn't, and Ori's last back again. 30 seconds. That's on target. T-Jack was floating and had to make the save. And here is Bemidji's chance to try and finish this series out. You've got Hibbing on their back foot, but Hibbing's not breaking. The line is somehow holding strong. And now we're all the way back down into Bemidji's end, and they're getting harassed by the Boosty Boys trying to win this series. They're all over them. Ori, the dunk comes in. Forza gets dunked as well. And Forza into the corner. Do we go to overtime? The ball going to be kept up.
Maybe not. 40 pops this one up.
It's still there. Forza looking for the pump. No one is there though for Bemidji.
Keeps the ball up. 40's going to put
He's going to kill it. Yep. Game 6. Here it overtime.
Match point Hibbing. They do not want to let this in.
No more lives left for Hibbing.
No.
If they're out here, they're down to the losers final. If Bemidji scores this next goal, they are in the grand final of Major 1 and they've secured the top 2 placement and the points. Sonny doesn't want anything of that. The miss comes in 7.
Just like that. Unfortunate there for Bemidji. Saves with just a nice little chip to be defender. Just awkward. Forza maybe expecting that one to be on. Barely catches the corner and goes out perfectly to Jobro, who seals it. Game number 7.
Of course we're going to 7. Of course we're going to 7. Why wouldn't we go to 7?
So excited. This couldn't. I mean, what did we expect going into this? This is the number 1 and the number 2.
You know, we didn't actually send out our predictions, did we? Me and you didn't even give our predictions, and I don't.
We didn't.
I like to. Ask. Yeah, and I didn't even say anything. I didn't even have my original prediction. I mean, we could technically say it now because it's 3-3. I mean, you, right?
Let's see. What did so on my bracket when we were?
I think I had Bemidji winning in 7. I think I had Bemidji winning in 7 here.
You had Bemidji going against the Miracles. You did have Bemidji getting to this point, but we had Hibbing staying on the top half. So, yeah, I would have expected this going to a game number 5, and I couldn't have even put a chip on either of these teams. Both teams so incredibly strong. I don't even know what the separating factor is between these guys, just because these series have been so tight so far.
Oh my goodness, Game 7 nerves have got to be through the roof for both Hibbing and Bemidji. Yeah. And whoever wins this game, of course, again, is in the winner's bracket final and has that advantage. But right now,
it's open. That's free. That's free.
It's in. First goal going to, of course, the Hibbing Rangers. The momentum carries on.
Last game? I think Hibbing struck first last game, right? So keeping alive that tradition of whoever strikes first winning the game, that could be it right there. I'm sure Ben Storm just threw up in his mouth a little bit watching that goal go in. Great bump from Forza. Gets T-Jack off the ball. Allows 40 to get it past the defender. Forza, just an absolute monster, clearing a defender as well, but nobody is there to take this shot. Sonny going to pop it out. Forza actually reading this. Tries to get it on net, but T-Jack is there. 40 putting it past one defender. Ori trying to get that one on net. Ball is going to get banged up into the ceiling where it gets bounced down to center. Jobro reading it and clearing it down into Bemidji's end. Both teams just kind of banging the ball back and forth at this point. Would really like to see somebody try to get some more control going. Forza trying to do just that, but misses his flip. Ori collecting the ball at midfield, bring it into Hibbing's side. Looks to get a center, awkward backflip. Actually, it's going to go perfectly to Forza. Almost gets it under that post. That post has been his nemesis this series.
I think everybody's sweating right now. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm sweating. I don't even got a dog in this race.
Exactly. I'm sweating right now. Game number 7 has been so close. It's a one-time game.
Forza reading this one. Was that Sonny just awkward on the wall? Forza putting it down. Just a great touch by him. Bottom right corner. Gets it just past the post. Ties it up. Only a minute and a half gone. Plenty of Rocket League to go here.
3:26 quick from a Game 7 winner. Trying to win it is Hibbing, coming off of the loss in Game 5. And they won Game 6 not convincingly. They had to win it in overtime to get here. And a massive miss, though, from Bemidji is what caused it. And Sonny gonna put the ball into the corner, looking to set something up. But Hibbing starting to connect with the physical plays. The 50's there. Is anyone from Bemidji to capitalize? T-Jack, though, with a massive challenge to keep the ball in Bemidji's half, in their possession. Forza looking to possess the ball out of his half, will be dunked by Jobro, and 40 with a long clear. T-Jack goes missing. Sonny's there, though, to bail him out. The shot, though, is off of target. Jobro makes the save in a massive play as Bemidji nearly found the leading goal. Forza goes missing off the fake. But is this a clear and a chance for Hibbing, who fire the ball downfield, but they don't find any mistakes?
Yeah, no kidding. It seems like Bemidji's just trying to make Hibbing awkward. That one just going over Hibbing's head on a self shot there. But yeah, I mean, Bemidji is just doing a great job of making Hibbing awkward on their end and getting balls on net. But rule 1 here coming out from Sonny and Ori. T-Jack almost beating 40. This game, number 7, is coming down to a 2v2. You see 40 bang this ball out towards mid. He's going to put this on net. T-Jack is there to clear the ball away. Forza looking to keep this in the offensive end. It's actually going to bounce out towards mid. Jobo reads it. It's going to go off the corner, but T-Jack is almost there to get the shot. Great touch by Forza.
I love this.
Breaks up that play.
I love that we got some 2v2 gameplay in Game 7. These
kidding.
boys are respecting the rule 1. Staying in it.
You got it.
And what's scary is Ori's the Jobo dunks it and somehow scores!
What just... That was an own goal, right? That looked like it's just an awkward catch off of the back of... I think that was just an awkward bounce off the back of Forza's car. I believe the ball getting hit up into him there while he was flipping, it seemed like. I didn't think that ball was originally on, but is that going to be the separating goal here? Is that going to be what decides this first series? Is a 2v2 that has an awkward bounce?
Ori trying to get something going, but T-Jack has read it and has made the play. Looking for the dunk. Ori, though, gets the dunk on T-Jack. Might be an overtime, Game 7. Sonny, not the best touch. 40's up. The shot's there, and the game is tied.
Fantastic.
You just can't give those. You can't give those to 40. He just will make you pay every single time.
We saw Ori go into the net to force T-Jack off of it there, too. Just the 1-2 punch. That's... I don't even know how you defend against that. Squishy save?
Game 7. Game 7 is tied here. Yeah, and more than likely a squishy save. T-Jack, though, gets the dunk. Follow-up's there. The save, though, comes in from 40. The dunk as well. Bemidji starting to win challenges. Ori trying to go by Jobro, who has stepped up massive in Game 7 and has scored 2 for Hibbing, trying to keep them in it. That's on! It's saved by 40. And he has stepped up massive for Bemidji. 36 seconds on the clock for Bemidji to win this series and for Hibbing to win this series. Game 7 is knotted at 2 goals apiece. No one willing to give an inch. You can't get any closer. Ori tries to drop it to 40. Forza, though, doesn't commit, and the awkward play midfield. 15 seconds. Forza trying to get by Jobro, doesn't. 40 goes missing, and T-Jack trying to will the Hibbing Rangers into a series win would be massive for their mentality if they lost Game 5 and won Game 7.
Oh, man, Ori looking to keep this ball alive. It's going to go
of course.
down. Game 7 overtime. Oh man, please don't be decided at the kickoff. Jobro, that ball getting cleared. It's Sonny looking for the center, actually. Ari's going to click this one, pops over T-Jack. Looking to get some pressure going for Bemidji. That ball getting centered. 40's there, and it's in!
Game
sealing the deal. 16 seconds in. Great touch there, 40. I am sure those boys are ecstatic. Oh man. Huge win for them. That's going to give them a little bit more security, a little bit of a breather, honestly, which would probably be nice, not having to just run back-to-back games. The Lumberjacks taking that down in 7 and earning every bit of it.
GG's all around. Was a insane series. Ben Storm is freaking out. Yes, 100% he is. He's the happiest man alive right now, I guarantee it.
I can only imagine. Yeah, I'm sure he's ecstatic.
Yeah. Game 7 stats on your screen, and it was a series filled with misses, filled with nerves, filled with mistakes on mistakes on mistakes on mistakes. But of course, the Lumberjacks come out on top, defeating the Boosty Boys in 7 games, and my goodness, wow,
massive for them.
That delivered. Massive for your mentality, Quick, and massive for the rest of your tournament And I mean, we've got 3 more series to go. The next series, of course, going to be the losers semifinal, and that actually will be against the Miracles, and the Flyers will play in that one. And we're going to throw it to a very, very short break. We will see you when we have that loser semifinal. It shouldn't be too long, 5 to 10 minutes. So we'll see you when we see you.
We don't know what will happen tomorrow, but I hope a good surprise. I could flip all the time that I borrowed and make another life. You can break my stride. There's a palace in my mind, made of light, and it's your yeah, yeah. The stars are falling, skies are raining gold. Yeah, yeah. Forever I'm free, that's what could be. So I'm waiting. I don't need a rush, I'm patient. However long it takes, I'll be there one day. Hey. Eternal, I'm alive and chasing whatever it is I'm facing. I can't walk away. There's so much.
Second series of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Stewie and Quick still here. We will have some different casters after this series, but of course this is the losers bracket semi-finals, and of course Miracles and Flyers have won their matches in the losers quarters, knocking the Rochester Rhythm and the Senators out of the tournament. And only one team out of these two can face the Hibbing Rangers, who you just watched lose in the winners bracket final. So yeah, it should be an absolute blast. And I mean, Quick, it's been a great great stream so far. Game 7, of course, and Bemidji took it. And your thoughts on that last series?
Just absolutely exhilarating. Exactly what we expected from two teams of that caliber. They both came out wanting to win it, and it honestly just kind of came down to an awkward bounce that Bemidji was able to capitalize on and seal that series. Which we definitely saw a lot of that last series, but Bemidji coming away with that. From here on out, it is all do or die. It is now all elimination matches for the rest of the night. So we definitely just amped it up a notch. We are going to get the players into the lobby here. St. Cloud Flyers taking on the Minneapolis Miracles. I am going to say, I love this Miracles roster. Blaudot, Rage, fantastic guys. Garrett, just great players. I think that the Miracles take this one in 3. This series is a best of 5. Stewie, what do you think?
I'm obviously we're going from best of 7 to best of 5, so it's a little bit more exhilarating, but I'm going to go with the Miracles as well. I gotta stick with my Miracles boys. Good save from Blaudot right away, but I gotta stick with them. They've looked good in this lower bracket despite losing early on, and they've looked very good. But one thing for the Flyers is you have returned with Schlonkers after what a storyline, 4 weeks without him, and you still had a very good season, but he's come back and he's just been an absolute menace on the field. He's been your one of your best players. Tizzy, of course, playing some of his best Rocket League that I've seen. A rookie in the league, I believe, hasn't played MNCS in the past. So, of course, it's a good sign for St. Cloud, but they've got to deal with the Miracles, who have really figured out team play 100%. They've been looking good as far as team play goes for me. So we'll see what they can do. But of course, these two teams. I don't remember if they met up, but I believe they have. So
did they play prior? It has been actually. Yeah, this was the first matchup of the season for Minneapolis, taking this one 3-1 when they played. So definitely been a lot of time between those series.
And
opportunity. Ooh.
Yeah, of course for Miracles, Blaudot, Rage, and Garrett. Blaudot subbing up in Challenger and making top 3 in that. Somehow we put that together. But Rainy Nut, Schlonkers the return, and Tizzy. Originally they played with Miami, and they did actually pretty well with Miami. So
very well. They didn't lose a game, and they had a sub for the first 5 weeks of the season. So clearly this St. Cloud squad, has got some chemistry and some mechanics from the top all the way down through their sub. I mean, just an incredibly strong squad. But 2 minutes gone, game number 1 here. Both teams still kind of feeling stuff out. Minneapolis is going to look to get some control in their own end. Garrett trying to keep the defender. Schlanker's just reading him. But Blada gets a great 50 to take the ball away. Tizzy is going to bounce the ball out towards mid, where Blada is going to clear it over to the sidewall. All 3 Minneapolis players on top of each other there, still trying to shake out those kinks in their rotations. Rage looking to get that one on net. Blada, great shot, great pressure coming out from Minneapolis. Here we go. This is what I was talking about. Some tight rotations from them, looking to get some shots on. St. Cloud able to break up that play. Rage actually just comes in, 50s it out towards center, but Blada can't quite get it past the defender. Over halfway gone, nobody has struck yet, and I would assume that this series would be like our last one. Whoever scores first probably ends up taking this game number 1.
More than likely, yeah. Whoever strikes early. Demo on the goal line on Garrett, though. A massive save from Blaudat to eliminate that chance from the Flyers, who have had most of the shots. Slonkers has 6 shots and no goals. And this is a good sign because Minneapolis is historically what a save by Slonkers. And historically, Minneapolis has, in their season so far, has not struggled on offense. They've struggled on defense. And both teams making heroic saves to keep this game 0-0.
Yeah, huge there. What a great 50. I believe that was Blot on the opposing side. Almost just pushes it in through the wall. Incredibly tight there. Rage, gonna 50 this one. Try to clear it down into the opposing end. Schlonkers making it back into the Miracle side. Blaudat, a little awkward. That ball goes center, but he is able to get the clear. Rennie Nut putting this one center. Schlonkers looking to keep the play going. Unfortunately, gets broken up by Garrett. Tizzy banging the ball up to Rennie Nut on the wall, taking the ball into the Miracle side. Looks to get this past some defenders. An awkward touch, bangs the ball the opposite way. Not quite what he was looking for there, but Schlonkers trying to keep this play alive. Garrett going up, banging the ball into St. Cloud side. Blot out with a follow. Tizzy's awkward. He almost gets it past him. Oh, man, if he would have known that he was awkward there, that would have been just a free goal. And oh, no! Awkward and free. Oof.
A massive blunder for Minneapolis and a miracle for St. Cloud, who leads the game for nothing. And Tizzy smiling in the cams, of course, is going to be happy about that. And that's a free goal that you cannot give up if you're Minneapolis. You still got 40 seconds to try and get in this, but you have not been able to break through St. Cloud's back line. Did they make the mistake? They didn't, Garrett. His shot's going to be saved, raining at the demo. And Minneapolis trying to set up something here. Infield from Blaudat. The miss comes in, but Rage doesn't read the touch. Garrett, the 50, 20 seconds quick. Minneapolis has to pull something off here in the next 15 seconds. Otherwise, they're down 1-0 in the series.
Oh, looking to make it happen there. Blaudat, 50 by Tizzy. Ball goes up back up towards mid. Schlonkers banging the ball back way of the Miracles. He's just going to get a great 50 and put that one in. Sealing game number 1. That's pretty big for St. Cloud. This is a team that I've commentated before in this season, and this is a team that takes that momentum and they hold on to it, and they use that to run away with the series. So this game number 1, potentially a little bit more important than it would be in other series, but Miracles left. Definitely trying to figure out what they're going to change up for this game number 2. I don't think that both teams started out at full power there. Definitely felt like maybe they were still trying to figure out their opponents, try to gain some footing and not get caught overcommitting. But Flyers, Tizzy specifically, just finding a lot of success in the midfield and converting that into goals in the back of the net. Miracles maybe just getting a little awkward when the ball is coming from the midfield on their side, getting a little aggressive, I would guess.
Stats on your screen, nobody from the Miracles able to score. And shots are I mean, 7 shots, but Shonkers had 7 shots by himself. So
yeah. And only 2, and he ended up with 2 assists. So
yeah.
That's what's big is, I mean, even if you're not scoring it, trusting that a teammate's going to be there and getting that ball into a position where it was close to on, it was awkward for the other side. And so the Flyers just able to capitalize by creating that chaos from those shots that are just slightly off. So well, I'm guessing that the Miracles aren't going to let that happen this game. I got a feeling they've warmed up a little bit, and that we're going to see them get a little bit more aggressive on their own side and on the midfield, and use that to convert goals over. But game number 2 underway here. This is where momentum gets to build, and this is where the series can absolutely be won. So we'll see if the Miracles can hang on here.
Garrett's up, shots there. Tizzy, what a save on the goal line, and St. Cloud has had heroic defense to keep this game, to keep the Miracles from scoring their first goal of the series. They have yet to put one in the net. Slonkers off the backboard. Garrett, though, going to read it. Key read for Minneapolis. You don't want to start off this game down 1-0. You want to start it up 1-0. As Slonkers is there. And Slonkers has had a very good series despite going 0 for 7 in the first game. Still 2 assists like we talked about, so yes, quick. If you are not scoring the goals, you're assisting them. Tizzy, chance for a flip reset, looking for the bump on Garrett. The backboard's there. Slonkers will be beaten by Blotted on a massive, massive defensive play for Minneapolis again. Will deny St. Cloud of a chance. Tizzy gonna beat one, and one thing I'm seeing is St. Cloud is winning challenge after challenge, free and clear. They're not being bumped off the ball. They're not being dunked or 50'd. They are winning challenges as clear as they come.
Right, especially Tizzy. I mean, that seems to kind of be his big superpower this series so far, is that he seems to be a physical player, and getting those bumps and just shaking up the plays have been absolutely massive for him so far. Schlonker is looking to put this one in the offensive end. Tizzy's going to put it right back up. Awkward bounce down. It's going to waterfall. Rainey not going up on this one. He gets it off the backboard. Centered. Schlonker's not able to get up on that one. Tizzy looking to keep this ball in. He's going to clear it just off net. Garrett tries to get the clear. Unfortunately, Rainy Nut is there. Schlonker's trying to convert.
What
and he
a
does.
placement.
Great touch. I thought that was going to hit the crossbar, but just under it, right in the top left corner.
Placements.
Fantastic touch.
On point. Nobody from Minneapolis able to get that touch. And St. Cloud has had their number so far. They have really done a number on Minneapolis's defense in this series. Big miss from Tizzy, though, will give Minneapolis a chance in their own end. Rainy Nut's awkward, but Rainy Nut has had a very good major so far. For me, he has been their second best player behind Tizzy, and now Schlonkers has stepped up too. So for St. Cloud, you are looking better and better going into a possible losers bracket final match.
Right. Yeah, definitely love to see the chemistry from them and the team plays that they're able to get going. That ball is going to get 50 by Garrett in his own end, cleared out towards mid. Lonkers just banging the ball back. Both teams just kind of hitting the ball. Another team looking for control currently. Tizzy with a great 50. Almost gets the bump on Blada to free that one up for a free goal. Ooh, Schlonkers looking to put a corner, but Tizzy is there. Rage, great read. Oh, just enough. He had just enough to get that ball out of the net. Oh, looking for a bump there. If Rage had gotten that, that would have been a free goal. Great opportunity from the Miracles there. Loving this offensive pressure that we're seeing from them. Blada at 15 this ball. Going out towards midfield. Schlonkers clears the ball down to Tizzy, who puts the ball into the Miracles corner. Tizzy with a touch off the ceiling. Rainy Nut looking for a shot. It is off. Garrett clearing the ball away. Schlonkers keeping the ball on the Miracles side. Looking for a center. It's off the backboard. Tizzy is there, but Rage clears it. No defenders back for St. Cloud. We're going to see the Miracles try to get a back check going and not quite able to put that one center. And under halfway here, I fully expect to see another goal. I cannot imagine this being a one-goal game.
Some heroic saves on both sides. The Rage save was insane. That's on target. Tizzy's there. Drops it down.
Squishy.
A squishy save from Garrett. Won't have to make contact because the ball wasn't on target. Schlonkers to Rainy Nut. Looking for that infield pass, but of course Rage is there to make the touch. And one player that we haven't said a lot of his name is, he's been quiet as blood at. He's got to be more impactful. He is the first round pick for the Miracles, so he's got to be more impactful on this team in this series. They need more out of him. Garrett and Rage on defense have stepped up, but Blodats hasn't been there in offense quite yet. A minute to go. And St. Cloud still leads by 1, but they're on defense. The clear is there from Rainy Nut. And they'll stay on offense as Bloddat will collect and look to fake out one. He does. Does have 80 boost in the tank. Tries to go by Tizzy, but Tizzy just waits and takes the ball off of his car. Slonkers. The shot is there. Garrett makes that save. 40 seconds now. Follow-up's not on target from Rainy Nut. Tizzy gonna come in as well, and St. Cloud Quick not scared, even though they're up in this game, not afraid to keep the pressure up.
Yeah, they are. That third man is getting up high and tight, coming across the midfield line. Oh, Garrett looking to punish him for doing it. Rennie not able to clear it back, but yeah, St. Cloud not letting off the gas pedal. They want another one that seal this game and go to match point here. You can see Blada clear the ball back into St. Cloud's corner. Rainy Nut bouncing it into his own corner, looking for a 50 on Garrett at mid. Garrett wins the 50 back into St. Cloud's side. Gets a great 50 on Tizzy. Ball cleared across. Rage looking to keep this in. Pops the ball up. I'm sure he's looking for a pass. Nope, not quite able to get it. Tizzy keeping the ball up. Ball goes down. Flyers putting the Miracles on match point. 1 goal game for game number 2 there. What do you think the separating factor is here? Do you think that it is just Blodot maybe not stepping up like you would hope he would in this position? Or, I mean, the Flyers taking it with only 1 goal.
It's all
7 shots from, though. I mean, a lot of offensive pressure.
It's the shots for me. It's the shots for the Miracles. They need to play more aggressive as far as shooting the ball. They're trying to possess the ball just a little bit too much, and it's causing them to make mistakes that St. Cloud is capitalizing on. That's why they're holding their line in the midfield. So this has been a scoreless game so far for Minneapolis, who have not scored in this series yet, and we're already in game 3. If St. Cloud wins this, which they very likely could, we go to the losers bracket final where St. Cloud will battle Hibbing and they'll be top 3, but Miracles still with a chance. They're down 2-0. They've had some good defensive plays, but their offense has struggled. The offense for St. Cloud has not struggled one bit.
Yeah, miss coming out from Blodot, double commit, him and Garrett. Oh, Garrett just also reading that one awkward. Unfortunate. Tizzy capitalizes and puts that in. Up 1 goal already, not even 20 seconds gone.
Kickoff going in favor of St. Cloud. Blodot will be bumped off the ball. An unfortunate play. Slonkers looking downfield for Tizzy for the shot, but Ray's going to collect. And here's that possession play that I was talking about, and the mistake that I was talking about.
Yeah, you know, like I mentioned before the stream, Grayson said that this St. Cloud squad was the team to beat, and I think that that's to be expected. Curious how they will match up against, you know, the Hibbing Rangers following this. It would be, I don't know. They seem like a tight squad, but that first series that we saw was just a little bit tighter. I feel like Tizzy, great read. I don't know if he needed to get on that, but I'm glad he did. A fantastic touch from him. Almost got the double there, not quite. Reed's ring. Nope, he didn't have to, but he sure did. Great smash. 3 goals already. 40 seconds gone. I mean, man. Miracles, not sure what's going on there. Just looking a little awkward. Not able to do much against this Flyers offense.
They've been stifled. They haven't been able to break, actually, the defensive hold quick. So 4 minutes still left for Minneapolis to find something, but they're just being put on their back foot. Huge save from Rage. He's had to make some heroic stops, but his team has not helped him out. And Garrett and Blodot have been very quiet in this series, have not appeared yet. And if you are, I mean, if you're the Miracles, you have all game to get back into this series, but St. Cloud, you're just putting your foot on their throat and you're stomping on it. You're trying your best to put this series to bed and move on and get top 3.
Oh, they've got a firm grasp on it. I mean, 3 goals. We're now a minute and a half gone. There is a lot of Rocket League to be played here, and the Miracles definitely have it in them, but they need to figure out how to break up this Flyers offense. The Flyers just able to pick that ball up so well, get those midfield passes and get it cleared, get some pressure going the other way, get the Miracles on the back foot. Great read by Rage there. He looks to put this one on. Cut off. I don't even know by who there, but just a great defensive play from St. Cloud to stop that. Garrett trying to put it on, but Rainey is going to clear it off to the right side. Blodot showing some signs of life for the Miracles here, looking to get some offensive pressure going, try to starve him a boost. Let's see if they can. There's the demo. I was just about to say, let's see if they can get a demo. Try to break it up a little bit. Unfortunately, Tizzy able to just clear that away. Low boost. Great touches by him. Blodot popping it up. Schlonkers clears the ball away. Halfway gone. 3 goal difference here in game number 3.
They gotta
Oh,
find
an opportunity,
something.
that is.
It's open. 4-goal lead for
4-goal
St.
lead,
Cloud.
halfway.
It's been all Flyers in the loser semi-final. And Minneapolis more than likely gonna bow out at top 4. But, I mean, still a good placement. 4th place,
Yeah.
still solid for your points. But if you can somehow find a way back into this game, you have 2 minutes to do it. That would be absolutely incredible. But St. Cloud has not skipped a beat. They have not made any mistakes.
It's not just this game, though. It's bigger than that. You know, they got to get back in the series. And a save coming out from Rainy Net, shutting down his teammate Schlonkers from putting them up 5-0. But yeah, it's not just about finding a way to climb back into this game. I mean, you can get incredibly aggressive, and maybe that works out. You get lucky, you score 5, and then you end this one. But how do you take that and turn that into another win on the next game? How does that? How do you stop
how do you
from
change
messing
that
you up?
exactly?
Right.
Yeah. Game
Opportunity there.
Yeah, game number 3 of loser semifinal. If you're just joining us, you've missed an incredible first series in the winners bracket final. It was a 7-game set, and it went all 7. It took 7 games for, of course, the Bemidji Lumberjacks, the 2 seed, to defeat the Hibbing Rangers, the number 1 seed, in our winners bracket final of Rising Star Major 1. You have missed an entire bracket if you haven't seen this, but of course, a minute to go from St. Cloud from sweeping their way into losers final, and they are on a roll if they were to win this game.
Yeah, no kidding. A sweep would be absolutely huge for their confidence. Going into the next game, Rage follows it up. They are able to score. 1:06 left, 3 goals. That is not impossible. You know, you get 1 kickoff goal, that quickly builds momentum for you. 2 goals with a minute left is extremely doable. So I fully expect to see the Miracles come out extremely aggressive here. Kickoff going to go in way of St. Cloud. Great read by Rainina to beat Rage there. It keeps the ball on on Miracle's side. Schlonkers reading Rage's touch, looks for the double off the wall. Awkward bounce. Garrett gonna clear the ball down the field. Looking to maybe beat a defender. Tizzy with a great read, controls the ball back to midfield. Blaudot banging it down onto St. Cloud's side. It's gonna beat 1 defender. Garrett up. It's gonna go off the top of the backboard. Rage almost able to convert on that one. 30 seconds left. St. Cloud just looking to shut this down, carry this momentum into their next series, where they will. Oh, great shot by Tizzy. Beats the defender on that one. What an incredibly tight angle from Tizzy. He is looking so good from the side of the net with these super tight shots.
Yes, he is. His team's looked good. More than likely a 3-0 incoming for the side of the Flyers, who have, man, have they found something. I don't know what it is they did, but they have hit a different gear in this lower bracket. I think it's the addition of Stonkers, personally. Their return from him.
Yeah, finally getting him back.
Yeah, a very important player, and to let him fall so far in the draft is realistically what did it. And for St. Cloud, they have done it. Losers semifinal is theirs. Moving on to play the Rangers are the St. Cloud Flyers.
Big win for St. Cloud. That is momentum that they are going to try to hold. That is such a big energy boost for them. I bet that they are feeling incredibly good after that win. You know, just the last 2 games, they just kind of stomped on the Miracles. They got them figured out, and it wasn't even close. So I'm curious if, you know, the Flyers maybe now a little warmed up, how that'll change them going into this next series here up against the Hibbing Rangers. I fully expect them to put up, not to say that they wouldn't put up a fight normally, but to put up more of a fight just because they are coming off of this big win.
And stats on your screen from game 3. It was a very close series. Okay, what am I saying? It was a 3-0. It was a very hard fought series. It definitely wasn't a 3-0, despite game 3. Game 2 and 1 were very close. I will say that, but it was all Flyers, and they showed it here. They're gonna play the Rangers in that lower bracket final, and that is actually our next match on stream. That is our next, and it says TBD, but it's Rangers Flyers, and it's coming at you after a very, very short break. We got some things to change and some people to swap around, but that's fine. We'll be back with some familiar faces from MNCS. We will return with Minnesota Championship Series.
Hand out she holds, it's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke, that's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow, we can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. We've all been here before. Hand out she holds, it's feeling like we've been here before. We're both so broke, that's something that'll keep us afloat. Don't walk too slow, we can't keep falling deeper again. Came too close and the taste so far from pure. A rush of blood, but we search for so much more. We've all been here before. 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 We've all been here
We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say later, my ain't moving small. Money grows from my intuition. I just bought a crib, that's my first edition. People hate it when you claim a vision, but I use a static when I hit ignition. Hungry moves, I'm faster in a minute. I stay fresh to death, I'm in a mid condition. Forge a heat, no matter where I've been, and give me any place and it'll be a kitchen. This how we float to the top. I'm on a wave and it never gonna stop. I hit a 3, now we running the clock. 24 seconds, I still block your shot. I'm making this an eternal spot. Permanent stain in the flow, ink blot. Don't step to me when I get too hot. I'ma end your life and it's all you got. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say let 'em, I ain't moving small. Homemade flow, I'm a PVC. There ain't one player out doing just like me. Heart rate froze, check the EKG. I hate wasting time, no eventually. Routine work when nobody see it, but I ain't feel the stress, I know it's meant to be. 30 beats, I'm on a killing spree. I made every song in my discography. Yeah, that's every cent, every dollar. I ain't tryna listen to a broke scholar. Making moves to make the money taller. To the cash topping on the Eiffel Tower. Labels calling, I won't wear they collar. With my own drive, I can take it farther. Do it myself, don't ever bother. Been self-made now, shout out to my father. We on the top and we ain't gonna fall. It's an obsession, a habit you call. We hitting automatic, never stall. Only got one tactic, do it all. I'm from the bottom, I hate what I saw. I couldn't walk, so I learned how to crawl. They wanna talk when you're back to the wall. So I say let 'em, I ain't moving small.
What can you do when you need to sound like yourself, but warmer and
Take it off. So baby, let's open tonight.
Let me get funky. Let me get funky.
We gon' make you move from side to side. We gon' make you lose all inside your mind. Oh, we gon' get you through this just for one more high. So baby, let's orbit tonight. We gon' make you move from side to side. We gon' make you lose all inside your mind. Oh, we gon' get you through this just for one more high. So baby, let's orbit tonight.
Let me get funky.
Welcome back, everyone. After a dominant performance by the Flyers, going 3-0 on the Miracles, advancing to this match that we have now. I'm joined here by V15, the classic duo here from Bemidji, of course. V, how you feeling about this match?
Oh, I'm very excited for this matchup. I think there are two teams that we've seen performing incredibly strong. I mean, you saw that Flyers lineup just a few minutes ago, just destroying the Miracles side. And that earlier game in the series, I mean, taking Bemidji to 7 games, going back and forth, alternating each game. It's a crazy matchup, and both these teams played incredibly strong, so I'm interested to see who can come out on top here and make it to this major final and secure themselves some much needed, very important points.
Yeah, especially kudos to all the teams that have gotten here so far. Obviously, they're going to be getting top 3, I believe we're at this point. So huge wins for these 3 franchises at this point, but now obviously we need to crown someone. And yeah, when we look at the past here, the Flyers, they did face off against the Lumberjacks, and they did take them to Game 5, just as the Hibbing Rangers did. So, you know, looking back at history, it's been just so tight that I'd also expect this matchup to be pretty tight too.
Yeah, I'm expecting a big showdown. I mean, all series going the full length between the final 3. So, and all of them having the same record. All of them 4-1 heading into this major initially. Also, they have the same amount of points too. They all are set on 21 points, so it just came down to the goal difference of all things. Who got the better seed. So it feels sometimes you go into these major events and you like seeing, giving some of these lower seeds a chance, seeing if they can pull something out, turn their season around. But it also feels good to see the 3 strongest teams all make it to the top 3 positions and show really why they deserve to be where they are, and bring some intensity to the matchup.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. It is kind of comforting just seeing first, second, third seed at first, second, third as we jump into it here. But yeah, it's just incredible how these teams are so close, and they made it all the way, and they really are fighting it out. I think these 3 teams are really just almost separated from the rest of these.
Yeah, they just look dominant. I mean, we've been preaching it basically this whole season with every Rising Star stream. This Boosty Boys squad is just the synergy, the completion, the demos, the pressure, as we see G-Jack putting him in a goal early here. Just able to put teams on their back line and hold them there for minutes on end is an incredible skill, and I think they just have been performing as they have been in the past, just really dominating this Rising Star tier and showing why they came in as the #1 seed.
Yeah, a surprising first goal here is the Rangers had some time to rest, so you'd kind of expect them to maybe come into this one slow, but absolutely not, as they pack their first one on here. Schlonkers, great shot up high, Dizzy, almost getting a redirection down. Now Schlonkers plays out to the middle for Rainy Nut. He's a little late to it though, gets a good 50 there. Goes for another one, big dunk there. Now as he chases down Espraves, almost going for a demo attempt there. Is I believe, if I recall correctly, the Rangers are kind of a demo heavy team, right?
Yes, very demo heavy, very pressure heavy. So you can always have your head on a swivel when you're on offense and defense. I mean, they have no problems going and looking for the third man, as you can see Rainy Nut getting a taste of that through S-Waves. But T-Jack puts this one in the corner, a bit dangerous, but almost dropped his own teammate. Big, strong clearance out into the corner. Rainy Nut catching this one well. S-Waves off the ceiling trying to intercept. Slows it down the possession, but still possession for this Flyer team. Could be a passing option. Sends it out left. Rainy Nut, could he put this one in? No. Joe Burke can get the read. Tizzy with a wide open net. And some great link-up play from this Flyers side, evening this game out.
I don't want to say because it's only game one, but we said this would be close. And so far we are 1-1 here as... Frankly, we didn't go over predictions. Who do you think is going to win here?
It's a really tough one to say. I mean, obviously we're very even. Two teams that don't deserve everything. I think I'm going to go with the St. Cloud Flyers. I'm thinking it would go 6 games, I'll say. I think the addition of Schlonkers, or the return of Schlonkers, I know that he had availability issues at the start of the season, so caused his draft stock to fall, but that has not meant that his team has been letting off at all. Rainy Nut's been super strong. Tizzy's been showing some incredible mechanics from last week. I saw a great stall air dribble off the top crossbar and in, so that team, if they're firing on all cylinders, is really dominant, and it looks like from the start of the day they're looking quite strong. But what are you thinking, Ben? What's your prediction?
Yeah, I like how you touch on Schlonkers potentially the Flyers getting him at a discount, because frankly I had the opportunity to grab Schlonkers, but I wasn't too confident on just that very long break and how he performed after that break. But yeah, I do think they got him for a steal, because obviously he's been super solid, almost getting in one right there. Raina doesn't get it, but he gets a big bump there, clearing up the net. But for myself, I agree with you. I think it'll be the Flyers. I do think they're the better team, but I don't think it's going to be much of a stretch to say the Rangers have an equal chance. Honestly, I'd give it like 55-45. I mean, it's really not much of a prediction there, but Schlonkers just running in, trying to cause some chaos right now as Raina gets it to the middle. Izzy not close enough to commit quite. Now Joe's got some time here in the corner. Push up high, Schlonkers intercepts. Out T-Jack is going to shoot one down. Joe looking around. T-Jack beats, is maybe they were too focused on Joe as they kind of just let the net just be open.
Yeah, I don't know. T-Jack coming off from his own hit, setting himself up. It just felt like St. Cloud just fell asleep there. The ball was just launched to the ceiling. No one seemed to be pressuring it. They just thought, let me go get some boost, let me rotate around, and T-Jack will easily capitalize on a situation like that and get the lead back up for Hiving.
There's almost an opportunity there. Raina puts it away, and back and forth. I mean, tied up here again as the Flyers going to respond to this one almost immediately. And what a great setup there by Tizzy to open it up and give his team a great opportunity there. It would have been really tough for them if they'd missed that, as they did double commit, but luckily they didn't have to worry about that. Now Raina finds himself in his end, puts it up high, maybe a second. No, he does not go for it, but he gives it to Schlonkers, and the Schlonker gets a second touch there. And a double commit, but neither of them go, as they maybe a miscommunication there. Now Raina tries to play it to the end, but beats him. Now Schlonkers lay it to the corner. He's gonna wait a little bit, low on boost. Joe able to collect though. Now Rainy Nuts in his own half. Kind of loses possession there, but it's fine as he catches up to it. And a great dunk there, and now Schlonkers has an opportunity for a double touch, and he puts it in, putting his team up 1-0.
Oh, what a clean finish off the side read, just jumping there way before T-Jack, who has to respond after the touch. A tough read, just beautifully set up with pace, precision, drops it into an empty net, getting the first advantage we've seen for this Rising Star St. Cloud team with a minute left.
Yeah, what a really amazing looking goal there, as you mentioned, great pace. And as Tizzy tries to get another one here. Now this is where history would say that Rangers would score pretty soon here. We'll see if Flyers let that happen. As T-Jack already on the offense here. He has no boost. He's faking. Oh my gosh. A well-deserved goal. I mean, I will take that any day. I have got to see this again. Oh, what a great goal.
I mean, we talked
You
about
love
the
to see
synergy between these Boosty boys. They just know each other like the back of their hand, and they'll go for their own pool shots. If T-Jack needs a little boost to get to the ball, I mean, his teammate's there to send it away. What a crazy restoring goal for the Hibbing side as this ball is going for Schlonkers, and again, it's non-stop action right now. Schlonkers is restoring any lead that they have. Good pressure from Reina, sends it beautifully off the corner. Jobro flipping there, and Schlonkers gets up early right by the front post, and honestly, they take the lead, but how long is it going to last? 33 seconds left.
Exactly, that is the question. 7 goals in this match. A great 50 there by Reina to set that one up. Now Schlonkers looking to get another goal. I believe that he's got 2 already this match. And now we come down at 20 seconds. And V, if this went into OT, I wouldn't imagine it to be very long, right?
I'm expecting a quick restoration. The goal would go in no pace, but they need to find something now. A little bit of double commit there. Jobro clears out at the side, finds S-Baves, pops it up. Tizzy needs to get a big clear. He does. Jobro pushed up when he needs to. Rainy out there to capitalize off the post. Can't quite put it away. And that will take the lead for the Flyers in this game 1. Some dominant performances. Really only 3 shots for this Rangers side, resulting in 3 goals. As to the 12 shots for this Flyers team. Just dominant pressure, dominant game 1, and a strong showing to kick off the series.
Yeah, I totally didn't even notice that. So you pointed out 3 shots, 3 goals for Rangers. And now I think about it, it was very Flyer-sided. But looking at the scoreline, it looks pretty close, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a close showdown. I think realistically the Rangers need to keep playing their style, which is that pressure, but these clearance that are handled by the Flyer side just allow no time for any of these clears, these launches. Hibbing is not able to restore their pressure. Flyers able to get quickly back onto the counterattack, and because of that, the Rangers aren't able to establish this suffocating pressure that they have so far in Rising Star this season. So I would be interested to see if they can get back into their game, or if the Flyers can continue their really dominant stretch coming back from the previous series.
Yeah, the Flyers is a team that if things get out of hand, they can really get out of hand for you. You as the opponent to the Flyers. And T-Jax jumping up with no boost, almost a fake, and it works. Jobro knocking one away and keeping that amazing 100% shooting average. Is one more shot here for the Rangers, and they're up 1-0, 10 seconds into the match.
The great distraction technique, just fly to the backboard, forcing Schlonkers to just watch, like, maybe TJ can get onto that one. But I think this also suits this Hibbing side. I think the more chaos that they're able to bring with their demos, with their challenges, can sort of force these Flyers to be a little bit off-put. But that will not be off-put with this back touch. A free setup for Rainy Nut, as surprisingly we get another goal tying this one up.
Yeah, a little awkward as he had the gaping net in front of him, and I'm not sure what his idea was, but unfortunately he ended up popping it up, and the Fire is going to be able to recollect there pretty easily, as a little bit of a misplay there. Now Tizzy gets possession, punches it across. S-Braves beats one, now gets dunked by Schlonkers. G-Jax works it around Reina, great play there. Jobro's in the perfect spot though. S-Braves with T-Jax in front, not able to get it out though. Now Reina is going to try and play this around. A little awkward as he gets it to his corner though. But he does kind of recovers a double commit there by Hibbing. And now it's just solely T-Jack on the back end, and Tizzy not able to do much there. Is a weak touch, but Schlonkers gonna put this one away maybe, but it's a little bit wide there. And now things have been slowed down a little bit, but we've seen that Flyers pressure is almost Tizzy was able to capitalize on that. And Esprit is losing that 50 to Schlonkers. Now T-Jack's got to be careful. It's that 50 right over to the hood of Esprit. Now Esprit gets a second touch there. Now T-Jack's great read there to get to the corner. Unfortunately, he's got to get back home quick as he's got nothing in the tank. Esprit is on a one-on-one, and Schlonkers capitalizes. And wow, V, I tell you what, Schlonkers has really impressed me this matchup.
Yeah, he's just taking over S-Babes. You could just see that he's hoping to get that back boost, trying to get a full tank to challenge Schlonkers, but Schlonkers having none of it. Brings the pace, brings the contest, forces him into a challenge, and flicks it around in the middle of the net. Schlonkers been really dominating, controlling this game so far, putting the pressure on, winning these touches, getting the ball away from the net, and setting up his teammates. I think he's been the full package, and sitting right into this team. I mean, you said that he was away from the team at the start of the season, but they're playing with so much synergy, so much interconnectedness that this strong knit side out of the Boosty Boys are being really outpaced and outplayed by this Flyers side early on.
Yeah, as things have obviously begun to slow down, but Flyers still looking like the dominant team, in my opinion, as T-Jax on this one as it comes up high. And now a big demo there on the back line. Jobro not getting the touch he wanted though, as that one just kind of drips down. Now Flyers able to get this one out. Jobro doesn't want to touch it. Let's T-Jax get it. Now T-Jax is up. Big strong shot there. Tizzy gets a great save there, and Jobro getting a 50 on the back line. Now Schlonkers, another opportunity here. He's got Tizzy on his side, and he does work with them, but fortunately it is a little wide there. T-Jax is in a great spot there to defend both of them.
Great defense coming through, almost a link up, a tight angle shot from Tizzy. Gets another chance here, looking for the 50, pitches out dangerously back to his own side. S-Babes takes the boost, looking to find a teammate there. In Jobro, gets the double bounce. Rainette rolls around the corner. T-Jack puts it on target. Tizzy once again, right position and confident clears coming through, but this ball bounces through to Hibbing. T-Jack looking to get on this one, looks for the shot. Can't quite get the angle, but this one's rolling out. S-Babes, can he do something with this one? Sends it up high, but Schlonkers is up there so fast to rip it off the backboard. Back into the possession, taking it away from danger. Jobro popping this one up to the side. Tizzy out into the middle, but less pressure from Hibbing. More time for St. Cloud to control this one. But again, more back and forth action. More chances that are being created. This benefits the Rangers that they're able to get on this, but Schlonkers will be having none of it. Gets the second touch of round one. Tizzy trying to go for the 50. Important touch by T-Jack. Demo out into the midfield by S-Babes, but there's still a shot on target. Tizzy can't put it away. This one back into the corner. Now bumps coming out from St. Cloud instead. T-Jack launching this one up. Rainy Nut out to the outside. And this ball is dangerously bounced back by Jobro and sets up Tizzy for the goal, doubling the advantage. Some of these touches that have been coming through from Hibbing have been suspect towards their own net, and finally one is capitalized by the Flyers.
Yeah, and I think the Flyers are also just playing at a speed that Rangers just, I don't know if they're quite, I don't want to say ready, but attuned to almost. Is a lot of these awkward touches just resulting in a difference of speed for them. T-Jack's playing in the corner here as Tizzy beats him out across. And another touch there. Jobro gets it out to the middle to S-Braves. Quick touch there to the corner. Rena's got some time here. He's going to wait for it to fall to him. He's going to keep this one out. Flip reset. Beats one. Makes it awkward for Jobro. And a great shot here by Schlonkers. And my goodness, what a match for Schlonkers as he is up another 2 goals.
Yeah, it's the capitalization again. Jobro not able to get the power that he needs to send it out wide, just places it into the middle, and Schlonkers, that did require some finishing. He needed to put it with some power and placement, and he's got both of it. And now we see a kickoff save by Jobro. I was about to call that one off, but no, he's having none of that. Keeps the stats cheap, but Schlonkers is up this time. He can't put this one away. Rainy Nut forcing it into their own end. Great catch from T-Jack, but another interception for the Flyers side. Controlling this one, and this one's sculpted out into the middle of the T-Jack off his own backboard and takes this one. Can he get the second touch? No. Rainy Nut, another important interception. Great fake around Jobro. He's got no boost, just waiting for some bump to come through. I don't know why there's no challenges from Hibbing, but it's to no avast. Another strong performance. This one a little bit more dominant from this Flyers side as they take an early 2 advantage in this best of 7.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing. 4 goals this game, 4 goals last game, 2 with Schlonkers. It's just a difference of Rangers' shooting percentage. Yeah, Flyers, they're just looking so dominant. Honestly, it makes me look foolish for saying that this would be a close one, because Flyers are just looking a lot better to me. I'm actually pretty shocked at this one, considering how close their previous matchup was.
Yeah, I
Or
feel like they're-
not these two, but just how
Yeah,
Flyers have
yeah.
done previously.
Throughout the week one, it seemed like both sides were dominant. All of these three teams were bringing the energy, and even earlier today, we saw this Rangers side coming out with some pace and promise against Bemidji. But once again, one of these early goals coming in, massive dunk by Schlonkers, and touches it again. SV's not expecting that, and Tizzy commits, trusting his teammate will get there. And 7 seconds in, we already got a goal and a strong advantage for the Flyers.
Yeah, another quick one as they just don't seem to stop this matchup. Jobro getting a 50 on the goal line. That's risky though. Reina misses the shot, but it almost works out. Tizzy misses too, but he collects it. Oh no, he misses the free flip, but luckily Tizzy's there to clean it up. And 2 goals in 20 seconds. What a showing for the Flyers. I mean, we could be entering sweep territory.
Oh my god, do you see that recovery from Tizzy just to wave dash
I
on the
did not.
ground and just zooms past 2 players on Hiving to beat them out and send off that back corner? I mean, I just don't think that Hiving is expecting the speed that's coming out from this St. Cloud team. They're getting the balls faster, touches that they think they're going to miss on. St. Cloud is able to capitalize and get it, and leaving them in a tough position as Tizzy's trying to style on them with the relaxed Forza Musty, but can't quite put it away. And I mean, they're just toying with him at this rate, but Tizzy can't put this one away. Trying to get the early 50-second hat trick, but to no avail. Now something needs to come through from this Hiving side to make them pay. Schlonkers perfectly timed passing through the net and beats out another player. T-Jack looking to put some offensive pressure down, pops one to the middle again. SB is nowhere near as Radiant puts this off the backboard. Tizzy this time sending it back up in the middle, but T-Jack able to read this one, gets the double. Schlonkers beating out another player in Jobro. This one could be dangerous with low boost. Well sent to the side by Jobro. Sending it up the field now. Big demo from Radiant. Schlonkers a little bit low, looking to make a play on this touch for an interception from S-Bays. Game is starting to slow down just a bit. Some more chances from the Hiving if they can get these ones sorted out. But the defense from this Flyer side, tied with this offense, has just been suffocating so far.
Yeah, suffocating is definitely the right word. Is see a rare break there where they're in their own half here for a little bit. And frankly, I would like to see a little bit of a punishment on the Flyers for all of their little bit of horsing around or going for some cheeky plays, but likely it's just not going to happen because they're just that good. As they almost get another one here, Rainy not going to commit to that one. Schlonkers does. Jobro misses the second touch, but Rainy doesn't miss. I'm sorry, he does. And Tizzy collects it. Oh my gosh, it's just nonstop. This Flyers. I mean, the great use of the backboard too. I think almost all their goals have just been from the backboard. Maybe that's a stretch, but it's just unbelievable. The performance of the Flyers, I can't believe I thought this was close, because it is definitely not.
Yeah, just the speed, the play. I can feel
Oh my God.
the power. What is Tizzy doing? He's already got 4 goals and we're not halfway through. Just everything is bouncing their way. Look, a great bump on S-Baves as the third man. Can't quite get into position and TJ is unable to cover for it. I mean, I was hyping up this Rangers bumping play at the start of the series, but I feel like the Flyers have been able to have way more challenge, way more physicality, and it's been all over this Rangers side, and they haven't been able to answer for it.
Yeah, no answer for sure. Is I think they had 1 goal last game, so that's 1 goal in 2 games, and 9 against, make it 10. Oh no, I'm sorry. T-Jack scored. I apologize for that. I was looking at the wrong screen there. And T-Jack's gonna make this one a little bit. He's gonna slow the bleeding down. Is now they've just got 3 more goals to go to get their way back into this. Plenty of time in the game. I think it almost felt like the game was over just because of how much pressure and how far ahead the Flyers got, but they still have 2.5 minutes here.
That's the curse of having such early success. You can start potentially getting complacent, thinking the job is done when you still got half a game left. Plenty of time for this Rangers side to keep generating some of these chances, keep getting some of these touches, but they really cannot afford to let one of these goals up. They need these clearances to be contacted, they need to send it out wide, and they need to find each other with some of these passes, because the capitalization of this Flyers team is they're pacing any sort of solo play and forcing them to set up, have longer challenges, longer plays to be made. But this ball goes up high. Rainy Nut showing speed, beating out Jobro, able to get another one. Looks for Schlonkers out to the middle, cuts it around one. T-Jack importantly sends the corner, but this one bounces out. Tizzy looking for the top right corner. Can't quite tuck it away. Jobro there this time to intercept, but again, it's not over yet. And a pinch down by Schlonkers. Another shot that, if you're the Rangers side, you think, well, how can this be happening? What are the odds that this one goes off my own teammate? But when it's going your way, it's going your way, and the Flyers are taking a 5-1 lead, looking very close to being 3-0 up in this series.
Yeah, and Schlonkers there, just the faster player. He's so fast to get up, and his Raina has a flipper set opportunity here, and Schlonkers another one! And Schlonkers, I mean, truly impressive. One thing I've noticed for him is, like the goal earlier, he's just has a fast aerial. He's just getting up quicker, he's in a better position, he's just looked like a very dominant player and more speedy. And it's really pushed the Flyers ahead here, as now they have a 4-goal gap here. And one thing I think it's worth pointing out is Tizzy here actually 8 shots on goal, make it 9, as he has been an absolute huge match here, as Flyers looking to get to 3 matches to none.
Flyers said come to Brazil as they take the 7-1 advantage. I mean, what is the scoreline? Tizzy, 5 goals on 9 shots. I mean,
yeah,
still got a minute left. He could just double this one up. It's just been outpacing, outplaying. I do feel like, that's an incredible stuff from Schlonkers. I totally thought that would be a restoring another goal for this Rangers side, but the defense is coming through as well. It's just a well-rounded performance. But there's a classic Boosie's Boys demo. Jobro looking to shoot this one in. Can't quite get the bump onto Tizzy as this one gets launched down. Follows this one up, looking at the pinch off the corner. Still retaining possession, pops this one up. Is Schlonkers there to receive it? Yes. Can he get another touch on this? Instead goes for the demo. No challenge from Rainy Nut, playing a bit conservative. Maybe doesn't have the boost to handle it as this ball is just sitting in the middle. Schlonkers decides to turn up, takes the challenge, gets a demo through Tizzy, but another just demo is flying everywhere outside of the play. No one wants to go near the ball. Just opening up chances. Rainy Nut up uncontested, tries to get the flip reset, can't quite get it. Espage clears this one out. Can they get a consolation goal in this situation? Look to get some momentum flowing heading into game 4. Looks like not. Tizzy just taking this one all the way across the field. Solo gets the 50 dunk. Trying to find Schlonkers. Espage pop this one out into the middle, and Jobro will send this down. We'll either be seeing a 4-0 sweep or a reverse sweep, depending on who comes out. But all signs are looking for the former, as even more dominant performance of the Flyers as they've grown into the series, each game looking stronger and stronger.
Yeah, it's a linear progression away from the Rangers. And yeah, I think the Flyers are definitely going to capitalize here and end this series. And, you know, if I were Bemidji, which I am, I guess, technically, I'd be a little worried looking at this match and just being like, wow, these guys are looking pretty good. But, you know, Bemidji also beat the Flyers in a reverse sweep themselves. So, I mean, you got that side to look at too. It's really just perspective. And, I mean, we'll see if the Rangers can get back into this one, as, yeah, 3 games down is tough, especially when you just got Braziled. And it was kind of a shooting range at the end there. The game just kind of got away from them. Esprays win this one up. Oh, and a great shot there. Huge save by Tizzy as a slow shot almost rolled in. And now the ball is just sitting out there. Espray is going to grab that one. Rainy Nut plays this one up. It's got low boost, but luckily Tizzy's there to grab it. Now Schlonkers gets robbed by Tizzy. It's all good, though, as he fakes him. Now he's got possession, gets the 100, and 50s it towards the middle there. Now, another demo here, and this is what I want to see out of the paving side. But just as I say that, huge save by T-Jax to save that one. And what I do want to see out of Hipping is more demos. I think last game they were just doing it because whatever, we're down, we're just gonna, demo. But this is really where their element is statistically, as we've seen 2 already, and this game is looking a lot closer than all the formers.
Yeah, that's their bread and butter. That's how they convert. Jobro needs to show off some speed and beats out Tizzy to clear the lines. Don't want to let up an early goal in this one. They want to keep the advantage, want to keep it even where they can, but there could be a chance here if TJ can get it down on this one. Raining out important clearance. Can Jobro put this one away? He can. They deserve it. First goal from this Rangers side. We saw a great take earlier that was just robbed by Tizzy. I feel like they should have at least 3 more goals in this series, but this one's put away from Jobro. Now it will be important to see how much they sit back, how much they focus on defense, or if they just keep coming through with the offense, risking the defensive side of things, because it's been a while since they've had an advantage in this series, and I think the Rangers will be thinking, oh, it's just 1 goal, it's easy enough to come back from. But as I say that, it's already up to 2 now, as seemingly innocent touches, this one pops out the middle, and Esther is just faster than Schlonkers, puts this one away, doubling the advantage in no time.
We could have a story developing here, V, as 2 goals, and you know, I think by this point last match it was about 4-0 for Flyers. So definitely a change of pace here, as just I say that the Flyers grab one. It is now a 1-goal game, and maybe we'll see the Flyers wake up here as they just want to close this one out. And a tough read there by T-Jax, but you know, if I were Hibbing, you're still definitely in this one. Long, tough battle, but you're up a goal, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say that the last game, although it was Brazil, heavy scoring, good shots coming through, some of the goals that went in, they could feel hard done by. Balls that hit off the crossbar and down, where if it was on target, they'd clear it, if it hit the back post. So it wasn't a true story of every goal was dominant and expected one to go in. Some things fell the Flyers' way, so if the Flyers feel like this one's already in the bag, I can see the Rangers coming through, but they need to make sure that they're as solid on defense as they have been so far on offense. Can't be seeing some dangerous positioning, get the rotations up, so someone's back post to handle some of these shots, and maybe it's too far back post on this one because the power that Schlonkers generates on this hit is too much for Jobro. Able to beat out S-Waves again, sends it near post, and all the while we've talking about this advantage for the Rangers, we were already back before halftime, tied up 2-2.
Yeah, I love how Jobro is just kind of on the goal line there, waiting for something to happen. Is Flyers are they're just flying in, just one after one after one, and a huge shot there by T-Jax. But the Flyers, their pace is absolutely incredible, especially in the offensive zone. The rotations are so quick, and as Schlonkers up for this one, he's got to go backwards though. Almost puts that one away. Jobro, big save there. Not Tizzy. Trying to get it across, another miss by T-Jax, as that one almost cost his team. And Schlonkers could almost give this one off, and all 3 of them they fly in to try and make sure that doesn't happen. And now S-Braves gonna shoot this one up high. And Schlonkers, great touch there, a lot of power, but Jobro's gonna collect this one. Now Tizzy tries to do the same thing, almost gets a second touch there, he does, and now he beats a great 50 there to the side. Rain goes right over him, a huge demo there by Hibbing. I do love to see that, as we haven't seen that quite since the start of the match here. T-Jax gets this one to the middle, Schlonkers, big shot there, but it's off, and he reads an amazing dunk there. Tizzy here to clean it up, and he almost does, but it's over. Oh, almost a huge setup there and a finish. And now Tizzy got the ball right behind him, a great fake there, but where's he gonna take it? He almost flicks his own teammate. And now Rainina can't clear it up, and Jobro's gonna get this free one. And a lot of back and forth there. It's just awkward by Rainina and Tizzy. Rainina finds himself a little too close into play there by that bump.
Oh, the swing of emotions there. An incredible take and then dunk by Schlonkers. Tizzy going to the front post double tap to take the lead, and then it doesn't fall. All of a sudden, Rangers are set up then again by Tizzy as he takes it dangerously across his net and getting this advantage. That's the last thing I think the Flyers want to be doing, is giving options for this Rangers team, but now suddenly off one touch, the net is wide open and Schlonkers is taking advantage. This one, great pass with great pace from Tizzy, setting up Schlonkers, evening it up once again.
Yeah, another huge game by Schlonkers here. 6 shots, 2 goals, leading the charge for the Flyers to stay into this one, as the Flyers not looking as solid as they have in the past 3 matches. It's been a lot closer, and I'd be curious to see if the Hibbing side wins this one, how the next matchup after would look, as the Flyers don't commit theirs. They clap each other's wheels together for that one. And pass out to the middle. T-Jack's got to collect this. Not sure how much boost he has, but he is up. Gets a 50 there up high. And Tizzy's up before Joe. Tizzy beats him. Can he get the double? Does he have enough boost? He does! Oh, what a mechanical play with such low boost. And he's able to just beat Joe and finish his own shot. Great boost management. Gosh, I love how he was so precise with his boost.
Oh, that was beautiful, and that just feels like it's the difference between the two teams. You see Jobro looking at that ball. You can see the indecision. Should I go for this one? Should I just wait it out? Tizzy immediately with low boost, maybe 40 or 30 in the tank, says, I can get this one. I can get the double tap. I can put this one away. And he does. He gets the advantage, and the confidence is there. We need Rangers to show some of this offensive speed because we've only got 12 seconds left. They need to find something here, but a dominant clearance from Tizzy, forcing Espeus to send it to his own corner. Jobro needs to scoop this one out. He does. Reina letting this one roll, and drops it dangerously in front, but perfectly off of the ground. And basically, if anyone had any predictions in this game, I think they've been dashed. A 4-0 sweep from the St. Cloud Flyers, dominating the Hibbing Rangers, storming through, making this lower bracket run, and making themselves up to the grand finals against a team that they met earlier on in this major, in the Bemidji Lumberjacks.
Yeah, what a dominant showing. And, you know, I was kind of thinking that last match, there was one team that gave Flyers a run of their money, besides Bemidji, of course. Minneapolis Miracles. No, I'm sorry. What team was it? Yeah, it was the Miracles. They ended up going to Game 5 with the Flyers, but unfortunately they weren't able to get past them last matchup. Otherwise, it's just like that Bemidji Lumberjacks and the Flyers, I don't know, after this matchup, I thought it was the three of them, but gosh, I don't know, V. The situation in Rising Star could just be Bemidji and Flyers and then the rest of the pack. I don't know. V, do you got any closing words on this matchup before we go to break?
Yeah, I mean, I think it could just be an off performance from the Rangers. They could have lost the momentum because you always see in any Rocket League tournament, the lower bracket run is just a guarantee. If a team gets hot, they get hot because the St. Cloud team has already played. What is it? They played a series just before this and they dominated, and then they played a series before that. So this was their third series that they had today. And you have a Hibbing team who plays one series, watches, has to keep warm, and then come in and play, and they just felt like they couldn't step up to the plate. So that could also be another thing that we could watch for heading to this final. I mean, has Bemidji been staying warm? How have they been prepping with the speed? Because given how the St. Cloud team is going, they're looking pretty strong, and I think it's going to be a great final that we got coming up after the break coming up here.
Yeah, is the Flyers gonna be taking on Lumberjacks? Lumberjacks getting dropped into a boiling cup of water here. As we are gonna return to that just after this break. Everyone, please stick around and get ready for this amazing grand showcase. As I will mention, Lumberjacks will be up one game in this best of 7. We'll see you in a little bit.
I wish we stayed the same. I got way too many thoughts in my brain. I got memories that run through my veins. I'm not one to blame, but I could point out every way that you changed. Some things stay up while others go right down the drain. And lately we've been going down in flames. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm my therapist is saying that I should. I don't believe her, but I really wish I could. Instead, I guess I'll stay misunderstood. Oh, 'cause I'm stuck now, just trying to figure a way out of try, but can't seem to slow down. And I don't know if I want to, but if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm honest, I get in my feels when I want you. Say you feel it too, I'll haunt you. Hold on till I'm lost in nirvana. But if I'm can't seem to slow down, and I don't know if I want to.
Welcome back, everyone, to these grand finals of Rising Star. The first grand finals for MNCS for a major, so super exciting here. And as you've noticed, Stewie has decided to bring himself into the equation. As he said, he wants to lower down the bias as myself.
Yeah.
Obviously, a little bit biased here, and V also on Bemidji. But Stewie, you were on Bemidji last year too, so I mean, can we not say all of us are biased?
How do I put this correctly? I don't want to say that all of us are biased, but we kind of are. But guys, how can you be biased with the performance that you just watched from the Flyers?
True.
My God, like that wasn't a stomping. That was a stomping through the floor. Like, that was not even close.
Yeah, it just felt like it was out of nowhere. I mean, we saw great competition throughout the whole major. All teams going the full ways between each other, and out of nowhere, St. Cloud just decides that they're on fire. We don't want to drop a single game as we play, and just smokes Hibbing out of the water. And I think they're trying to carry on that momentum and get an all-important first place and take sole ownership of first place in Rising Star.
Yeah, and this is our final match, guys. We've made it. It's the grand final of Rising Star, and we're actually on time, which is surprising because that never happens.
Yeah.
That never happens. But of course, points 16 for second. One of these teams is getting 20, and I got a feeling I know who you two nerds are wanting to get 20, but we got to figure out how we got here. And this is where we're currently at. Bracket's been completely completed. Almost. One match. Lumberjacks Flyers. Lumberjacks obviously starting up 1-0 because of the advantage. And you guys are probably pretty happy about that, but here's the lower bracket. Here's how it went down. Flyers on the run. I mean, losers quarters, they take out Rhythm. They then take out the Miracles in almost a perfect sweep. And then they take out the Rangers in a very, very quick series. You guys just casting that. I'm sure you're happy that you didn't have to strain your voice too much. But, and, I just got told a minute ago that both of Ori's teammates are in a game, so it's gonna be at least 6 minutes. Nice, well, thanks, Bemidji. Appreciate you kicking me off my time.
Hold on, let's check up here. Let me see on my friends list. Actually, I don't see him up.
You don't have any friends, Ben.
Do I not have him added?
You don't have. You don't even have your own team added. Wow.
Okay. What a GM.
Oh, hold on, I just have so many people added because I'm that popular. But I see 40 has a minute 45 left. And I can't find the other, but that's okay. We got time to talk, Stewie.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for predictions now, I mean,
oh, man.
So, okay, hear me out. This is going to be a logical, so it'll be good. But they previously played best of 5, right? And Bemidji came in off of a sweep, and they were slow. They didn't look that great, and they dropped the first 2 matches, 0-2. Flyers are looking great. Bemidji brought it back and reverse swept. So what I like about that is it shows that Bemidji is likely the better team, right? And it also shows that they can stop the Flyers' momentum, which, as we saw, Hibbing was just not able to do that. And so I think thinking about that and just how well Bemidji's done overall, I mean, obviously they were in the upper bracket. I think Bemidji is going to be the one to take this. Obviously, you got
to name a score for us, Ben. You can't just say that your franchise.
4-2.
Oh, they're gonna win 4-2. Okay, I don't even want to go to 6 games. V, what's your prediction?
Interesting. It's very, very challenging to watch that performance and say who's gonna take this one. I mean, I gotta keep the alliances. I got an unfortunate news for you, Siri. I'm going 7 games. I'm going for Bemidji. Just that game advantage. I can't see
surprise.
I just can't see this Flyers team losing.
Kill me.
And dropping that many games.
We're already 1 game in, so that's good for me. I had to scrim in an hour. And if Fuego and Trash are seeing this, guys, please, I'm hoping this goes to 5 games. That's it. Just 5 games. That's all we need. But one of these players, more than likely one out of these 6 players is going to be named this MVP of Rising Star Major 1. And if you have any guesses, I encourage you to drop them in chat as to who in the heck is going to be the MVP. But I have a few ideas. Depends on who wins. I think we were talking about this pregame, and to us, it really just depends on who wins. And I feel like if we can agree on an MVP, that'd be a W. But right now, it's a big L for Bemidji because they are still not in the game. Tell your boys to forfeit the match.
They're just getting ready. They're icing the Flyers.
Yeah, but this is just unfair at this point. You know, we've got.
Well, match time is 8:30, and
it's 8:30, Ben. It's 8:30, Ben. Guys,
but a couple
this
minutes.
This is why
later,
I'm here.
Fine.
Otherwise, we would not have a good situation on this desk at all.
Nah, I mean, we would have been fine. But
are you sure about that?
Yes. As for MVP talk, I think for me, wait, players are coming in. But I think for me on the Flyers, you guys disagree with me, but I think it's leaning towards Schlonkers. And on the Lumberjack side, I would lean towards Ari. What are your guys' thoughts on that? I think obviously you already know, but.
On the Flyers side, I would agree with the Slonkers. I would lean more towards Tizzy, but
so you wouldn't agree.
On the side of I wouldn't agree. On the side of course of the well, 40 is wanting to be added into that discussion. Already starting off game number 2 with his first goal, 6 seconds in, boys. And V, I mean, you couldn't ask for a start for your boys, right?
I know, I mean, we're talking about the momentum the Flyers who carry through. Maybe the real momentum bringer is a classic ranked threes game, because that will bring out the speed as we see 40 and Forza linking up. And as with what we saw previously, 6 seconds in, quick goal, early advantage for Bemidji.
Yeah, as the tactic worked of icing the Flyers, I promise I have no idea if that was what they were trying to do, but if they did, it is working. As Tizzy pushing this one up high, or he's got an open net, but he's got to go all the way back to try and get that one. Now Forza's got an opportunity here. Beats one, but Schlonker's going to be able to get to that one. Ori missing that one. And 40 backflips, and a double commit here by Bemidji. They got to be careful. And now Schlonkers tries to get it to the middle for Rainy Nut. And now 40's going to beat Rainy Nut back here. He doesn't have a lot of boost to work with. Now Ori gets it to the side. A nice strong clear there. Forza's going to try and work his way around it. Tough read. He does get it. A little bit of recovery there for him. Now 40 50s this one up high. 40 going to get out of this. Ori robs him of his boost. And he's going to wait for Rainy here. And Schlonker's going to be up there, and a great play by those two as Bemidji just being a little too patient there. And Tizzy plays this one, but 40 is right there to get to the center. Tizzy gets it though. Now Rainy Nut gets it off to the side. Ori's there, but a great dunk there. Now 40 leaning all the way back, doesn't get it. Tizzy's second hit there, gets it to the corner, and a great beat there by Forza. And now Forza working his way into the corner, goes for the demo attempt, but Rainy Nut tucks himself away to the side as it looks like things have slowed down a little bit. I mean, you guys, what are you seeing here in terms of which team is inching ahead?
I mean, for me, it's obviously the 1-goal lead for Bemidji, but I'm still seeing chances from the Flyers. They're still putting on pressure. They're forcing Bemidji to make saves. Bemidji happily ready to do that as 40 has to make that touch, Rainy Nut into the corner. And the question I'm asking is St. Cloud, have they expended too much energy? Have they, did they take too much out of the, obviously the 4-0 will help, but is the tank empty? You're going against a Lumberjacks team who have had a break and have had time to play ranked like we talked about. So for me, the pressure inching against the Flyers, but to be honest, they've had all the pressure in this game. They've put on the most chances. Slogger's massive save. Follow up from Forza. Ori's there. The shot is going to be blocked by Rainy Nut. And I mean, yes, Bemidji has broke through once, but it's huge that they broke through once.
Yeah, it's big to get that early advantage, and things can start going south fast for this Flyers side. I mean, in all honesty, it felt like the Hibbing Rangers side, they just weren't bringing it, and the level of competition wasn't as high. So if Bemidji can come through with some quick pace, take this early game 1, that's already 2-0. They only need to win 2 games out of 6 to take this. So things can fall apart quite quickly in this game 2, even though this is the first one that they're matching up against. So St. Cloud is able to generate a lot of these chances, able to get these flicks as Tizzy's taking it around too, but they need to generate something in these last 100 seconds or else they're already in a dangerous position moving ahead.
As Rainy Nut gets a 50 to the side here. Now 40 puts it up the wall to Forza. Schlonger's, I think, missing that one. Forza steals the boost there, but Rainy Nut gonna beat Ori. Now 40's got some time as he bangs it up, so Rainy Nut can't get it, but Schlongers can. Now Ori gets beat, and Forza's all alone. He's up high. Rainy Nut on the sidewall with the ball. He's taking it super slow, trying to get to the middle, and he does! Schlongers trying to put this one away, and Forza almost in the perfect spot there as he goes all the way back to take their boost. A really aggressive play, and Rainy Nut gets this one out to the center. 40's up. Ori gonna try and beat Rainy. He does. Schlonkers gets it to Tizzy. Tizzy doesn't put it away though. It's all this pressure by the Flyers and a big 50 there. And it almost costed Bemidji. And now Bemidji just trying to get out of the zone, and a huge play by Tizzy to keep it in. And now 40 in reverse. Almost gets paid for there. Rainy gets it to the corner to Schlonkers. What amazing pressure here by the Flyers.
They can't break through though, Ben. They're stuck. Dealing with a Lumberjacks line that will not crack. Somehow, St. Cloud has the chance. Tizzy shot is saved again by 40. And the defense for Bemidji holding on the bump comes out. Ori, though, heroic to cover for Forza. Ori will score in the open net, and Tizzy can't get what? That's a 2-goal lead.
Oh, this is the biggest lie in Stats history. How in the world did these two teams have even shots at 5-for-5? It's been all Flyers this game, this whole time. In between the goals, it's felt like they just needed to put a shot on target. They've had bumps, they've had backboard reads, they've beat out players, but the wall of Bemidji is holding strong, and they take an advantage in this first matchup, already up 2-0, and it could be a quick series if the Flyers can't turn this one around.
Dude, we are in for a treat tonight. For the Flyers, that's really frustrating, especially coming from a series where you're so dominant. That's tough. Even knowing that you're down a game, now you're down 2 games nonetheless. This is going to be tough for them to get back into this mentally, in my opinion. But wow, the back line for Lumberjacks. I mean, especially that save 40 just had on that 2-on-1, where 40 could have challenged it. And, you know, a Champ 2 would have ran up and challenged it, but 40 sat there on the back line, and he was there perfectly for that shot. It's just been an absolute defensive master class for Lumberjacks.
Yeah, we've seen shots like that in the previous series go in. We've seen the pace that Schlonkers, that Tizzy, that Raina have put on shots, and they were able to just blow it past the Rangers. That doesn't seem to be the case for Bemidji. They're able to get these strong reads, these big clears, not allowing any chances, forcing the Flyers to generate their own shots. And I think it could be a little bit of a switch of a play style that they need to do to get that extra pass, get that extra touch, because the goals aren't flowing as easy as they were in the previous series.
2-0 lead, 4.5 minutes to go in game number 3. Lumberjacks starting off with a one game advantage, of course, because I won through the upper bracket, and the 2-game advantage now. St. Cloud on their back foot, having to deal with it, but they're not on their back foot in the game. They've had all the pressure like we talked about. The shots are a lie, 100% in that second game. It was all Flyers. Shot again, saved by 40, and he has been a linchpin on defense. Will not give up the back line of the Lumberjacks no matter what. He's demoed here. Rainy Nut just sick of him and deciding to delete him off the pitch. But if you're just joining us, you have missed a lot of Rocket League. This is the grand final of Major 1 for Rising Star. 2 more, of course, grand finals for each League Challenger and Premier Challenger tomorrow night. And 6 teams left in both of those leagues. We've whittled the Rising Star down to 2 teams, and it's the Lumberjacks and Flyers, and the Lumberjacks coming from the top side, the Flyers coming from the bottom side, and we have played a lot of Rocket League. The bracket is 99% done, and the Lumberjacks can put that 1% in if they can finish it here, but Forza gonna turn. The shot is saved by Tizzy, trying to give St. Cloud some sort of hope, but they have yet to find the back of the net, and Bemidji has just figured it out on defense. They look like a different defensive team than from what I've seen.
Yeah, as they just finally making an offensive presence here, as it's been a while, even though they won the last game. And now they find themselves back into their zone. As, you know, like, I think great defense and all, but all it takes is 1 goal to just crack that defense, and mentally, it just kind of crumbles. As Tizzy almost getting out into the net, and he misses! Oh no! And now it's too high though for Forza. Forza's got to go back now. Communication between these 2 players is high. Oh, and he doesn't get the touch there. Now 40's got to play this, and now they're back into their element, back in their own half here, as we've seen them rotating. And you know, one big thing for me is their communication has been so solid. As Tizzy's got a shot here, misses, raining out open net, and puts it right to the defender. Oh, that's so tragic. On both sides, we've seen open nets where it's just so frustrating to look at as a caster. But Rainy Nut here, oh, he side flips though, as he could have gotten another one there. Now Tizzy's back in his own half here. He's going to try and play us around 40. 40 does not let that happen. And for once in a blue moon, we see Lumberjacks on the offense, but just as I mentioned it, they're back onto their own half. As kind of similar to the last match, there's not a lot of scoring here, as we only have 2 goals in this entire series with 1:45 left.
Teams are holding out strong. This confidence in defense, I think, is huge so far for Bemidji. Not getting intimidated. They've already played a game where they've held on, and they kind of have this mentality potentially of, we just need one goal, and we know that we can hold them off. As Forza's trying to find this one for them. Can't quite get the bump on Rainy. Now this one pops out to the middle. Is already there to put this one away. He gets the 50 through. Dom Power always wins. Sends it to the far post. Powers this one through. 80 seconds left. Great touch around there. Rainy in no man's land, and another big first goal. Can the Bemidji Lumberjacks hang on to this one as well and hold the Flyers scoreless in 2 straight games?
A minute to go. This would be monumental if they win this game, if they somehow hang on. Because the mentality has gotta, I don't know if it goes down the drain for St. Cloud, but you got all the momentum coming out of the loser final, and you're stifled by the Lumberjacks, who look to go on match point if they hang on for a minute. Flip reset Schlonkers, 2 commits. They don't get it. They go all in. They throw the chips on the deck, and nothing comes out of it. 40 trying to keep up the pressure for Bemidji to hang on, but Bemidji is happy to hold this line. They've done it all game. Can Tizzy find something special? Of course he can.
Oh,
Rainy Nuts there. The game's tied.
Wait, just as you say, 40, Tizzy just getting that one perfectly and gets another touch there. Already just stuck front post, not able to do anything there. And we got ourselves a match here as we're getting down, and finally, first goal for Flyers this series. The floodgates have been opened. We'll see as Schlonkers out here playing in the middle. And I think it's safe to say the next goal is probably going to be winning this game here as this ball goes up high. Ori, last one back. Tizzy gets bumped, or not Tizzy, but someone else. 40 bumping. He's off the ball. Now Rainy tries to get this to the middle, and Schlonkers is not on, luckily. That would have been tragic. And Schlonkers beating, gets it to Tizzy. Ori sending it up high. Tough read from Forza, and he does get that read. And it unfortunately is grounded though, so they can't continue that as we head into overtime.
Feeling a crazy overtime, deservedly so. 2 strong goals coming through from both sides, competing as best they can. Dangerous ball in the middle. Already needs to get a touch here. He does get the 50. Forza drops this one down. Over to Schlonkers. 40 pressured by Tizzy. Can't quite beat it. Tizzy leaving this one for Rainy Nut. Great communications to leave it for a player. 3 players on Bemidji side getting a touch on that one. Important read by Forza. Now they can attack. Forza looking for boost. 40 trying to flick it over Schlonkers. Unable to. Big speed from Tizzy, but it's 50 down to the middle. Schlonkers needs to get a touch. He does. This one pops again to the middle. Forza's up once again. Puts it up towards the backboard. 40's up nice and early for this one, but no follow-up on that. Ori puts it towards front post. Rainy Nut clears it perfectly up off of the corner. 40 can't go get the read. Counters a back pass over to Forza. Ball's going end-to-end stuff here. No one's getting the shots. No one's getting the dangerous opportunities, because this game really means everything for this Flyers side, because if they aren't able to get this next goal, it's looking like a reverse sweep.
1 minute in. Demo from 40 comes in, but Tizzy's on the ball and has the possession. 40 gonna turn, looking for 2. Can he find it? It's off the backboard. Forza went early to try and get the shot. Ori collects.
Oh.
Can he go by? No. Radiant stands his ground. 40 though into the corner, finds Ori. The 50's on, but there is Forza for the follow-up, but it's not on target. Ori looking to give 40 a free touch, but the 50's there for Tizzy. Tizzy looking infield, might go by himself, but can't get there. Schlonkers looking infield, Rainy Nuts on their target. 45's a minute 45 gone in overtime. Ori long downfield. Forza's up. Can he fake out? Schlonkers not quite. And Ori looking for the dunk. 40 trying to follow up, and Bemidji trying to find some sort of resemblance of control. 40 has to make this save. He does, but it was a board touch and has to recover back.
And this has been absolutely back and forth chaotic. I cannot believe that we've gone for this long. Forza getting that one right to Schlonkers. Now 40. 15 Tizzy. Forza's right on it though, but not in a great spot as Tizzy plays it over to Schlonkers, and it's up high now. Someone's there to collect. Rainy Nut is. 40 gonna be able to get a touch. He does not though. And Forza misses. Schlonkers gonna have an opportunity here, but Ori beats him. Now Ori's got some time. Unfortunately, gets dunked there by Tizzy. Now 40 hits it wide, unfortunate. And Forza gets us down across, but no one's there. Ori's super late to this, but he ends up dunking. And now Forza in the corner. This one's straight down, but no one's there, but the Flyers panic for it. And now Ori's got some time, maybe not as much as I thought as he was rushed. And now we see the Lumberjacks in the half of Flyers. And Tizzy gonna be 15 this one out to the center. He's gonna get another one up here. Rainy Nut puts this one super high. He's not able to follow it though. And now trying to beat Forza. Forza beats, and now he's got one more touch here. Maybe it's an open net. Ori not able to complete it. And it's up high. 40 flying in. And now Forza's got a shot here, but it's wide. And Ori waiting on the back foot. He goes up to the middle. Is anyone there to collect? 40. He's not going to go for it wisely. And now he's trying to get another touch, and he does. And it's just been absolute back and forth. Ori trying to beat it up, and Schluckers beats him. Ori just trying to play it too safely.
Oh, capitalization on a goal like that. The pressure right on top of him. Schlonkers is there poaching on the pressure that Tizzy's able to get on this launch clearance. Oh, it's a sad, disappointing goal to go in through there. You'd expect it to be some great plays coming through already, but deservedly so. Flyers, they definitely needed something out of the series. They need to get back on track, and they're able to get this Game 3 win, restoring some balance and trying to carry on this momentum that they've had seeming for the entire series so far.
Stats on your screen from Game 3. It went to a very long overtime. 11 shots for the Flyers. They finally find the second. 9 for the Lumberjacks. They only find 1. And that's a really massive win because now you actually have a chance of winning this game number 4 and the series possibly. But look to see how Bemidji bounces back. And they had plenty of chances. They just couldn't put them away. Again, when you're up this much, you have to be able to take these teams out of the equation.
Yeah, it's what an amazing performance there by both sides there. What a gift we have on our hands here. But, you know, if the Flyers were to drop that one, that would be a 5-game winning streak for Bemidji on the Flyers. As last time they faced off, the Flyers got reverse swept. It would have been pretty crushing for the Flyers. I frankly would have probably put a wraps on the series at that point, but luckily they win it and they're back into this one.
Yeah, it's been a weird series. I mean, you mentioned the carrying of momentum from the last series. 40 is just putting this one again early. Flashbacks to Game 1. What a crazy bounce off the corner, and Force is just so rapid to follow that one up. I don't know how he gets this angle to hit on the right side of the net, but it's no doubter from 40, showing the speed. 30 seconds in, putting that pause from the long overtime defeat on the back burner as they take an early advantage here.
1-0 lead. Bemidji trying to get going, but that's a massive miss, and the game's tied already.
Stewie only getting a sentence in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tizzy saying no to this one has seen a change of pace here. 40 seconds in. 2 goals for each side, or rather 1 goal for each side, as it took him so long last matchup. And what a relief for the Flyers is that one is going to get him back into this matchup here. 40 working into the corner, weird 50 there. Now Schlonker's facing off against Forza. Now Ori going for the shot, and now Rena's got this one in the corner. 40 rushing the Flyers. Now Ori misses, but unfortunately Tizzy missed too. And Rainy Nut's got opportunity here. Someone's got to go on the Lumberjack side, and Forza does. Now 40 collects this one. Trying to beat Schlonkers, and he does. Up high. Tizzy last one back. Rainy Nut could be joining him back post now. Ori gets a 50 there. Forza just sending this one down to Schlonkers. Schlonkers with an opportunity here. Gets the flip. Tries to play it under, but it's not going to work out. It's a close chance there for the Flyers. Now Ori gets one big flick with that Dominus car there. And now 40's got to be careful on the back end. Now Tizzy with the shot. Ori's there. As it seems like things have slowed down here. Just as I say that, Schlonker's almost putting one away. Tizzy a huge pinch there. So fast, but no one's there to collect. 40 kind of panicking. There's a big shot there by Schlonkers, almost on. What a close attempt there. As Schlonkers has had such amazing shooting in last series and this one.
Oh, important interceptions coming through from Bemidji, showing some of that defensive prowess, but dominating pressure from especially Schlonkers is clear to see, and they could be caught out here. Rainynut looking to find Tizzy out into the middle. Can Tizzy get the 50? No. Ori jumping up to cover this one. Important cover by 40, able to swoop through, send that to the back corner. Ori trying to keep control, but again, it's a little bit of a mistouch on the defensive end. Can transition out back into offense. They'll be up to Forza. This one sends up high. 40 needs to get a touch here. Can't quite get it. Rainynut fakes them out, and Schlonker's there to capitalize. It was a massive distraction technique. Flying up for this one, forcing the reads. No one really knows who's going to shoot this one, and Schlonker comes out of the darkness, puts this one away, and restores an advantage to the Flyers.
And of course, it's a 2-1 lead, and they're looking to even up the series at 2 games apiece. Going into the 5th game, Schlonker's stepping up, Tizzy stepping up, Lumberjacks quiet since that first, I guess that 2nd game, but even then, they are obviously in this series have been prone to holding leads, but you can't hold a lead if you're not leading the game. So for Lumberjacks, you got to find a different gear on offense. The Flyers have definitely found a different step on offense, trying something new. Drop down pass to Ori, the shot's off the backboard, not quite there. 40 trying to make that shot happen, but of course, Forza on the back line making the save, and mistakes coming out for Bemidji, who started this series with a 1-0 lead, and they may squander it if they drop this game in a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I agree with you. It's looking a little bit more in the Flyers' favor here, as that one almost gets put away. But it's tough to say if the Flyers are doing better or if Bemidji is just slowing down. I would agree with you. I would lean towards Bemidji just not looking as great as before. They were such turtled up here in the first matchup, and now they just seem to be a little bit lost here, as they've had a lot of offensive time. As Schlonker is going to play this one across, trying to get a second one there. He does. This was pumped by his teammate. Now 40's got an opportunity here. Goes underneath, but he can't get it because it's off the sidewall. But 40's going to put this one away. No! And now Schlonker's trying to relieve his team of that pressure. 40's up with just 12 boost. Forza comes diving in. Ori gets it up, but Forza can't commit to that. And now Tizzy's got an opportunity here. 40 just trying to play it somewhere. Gets a second touch there. Schlonker's hits that to Rainynut, but Rainynut not able to tuck it away. Now Tizzy gets bumped there. Schlonker's gonna go for a nice 50 there. Gets it out to the middle. Ori trying to get that delayed 50. And now this one's gonna come down to Forza. Gonna play this one up to the wall. Tizzy's there though. And now we're getting into the time where Bemidji's gotta score. This 40 coming in. Not going to be able to follow up on that. Forza gets it to the middle. Ori. And 40's got to do something now. Forza trying to play it around. He's got just one to beat, but he gets it up. And now Ori's going to help him out. And now 40. Oh, as he just can't get himself in the right spot to put that one on target or up high. And Flyers evening this one out now at 2 apiece.
Yeah, another impressive showing from both teams. Saw a little bit more shakiness from the Lumberjack side, but definitely not discrediting the play by the Flyers. What they're able to generate has been so strong, that fake out on the top, and the momentum is still flowing for this lineup. Schlonker's coming through, leading out the team, showing more impressive sightings as he's come in here. And again, even up the series, but obviously momentum will probably be favoring this Flyers side. I mean, coming down into the series, a game down and now evening it up, it'll feel a lot better. And then realistically, the one game that they dropped, they had all the pressure in the world. So it's gone from it feels like probably from their perspective that they've potentially won all 3 games so far. So for it to be even, I think they'll be looking to play the same way and hoping to not see some of that continued shakiness from the Lumberjacks as the games slip away.
It's now turned into a best of 3, and hopefully this goes quick. But yeah, tied at 2 games apiece. Yeah, happy me, I guess. 2-2, Lumberjacks Flyers. This is a very important game because likely the winner of this wins the series, but I mean, that was true for Bemidji's earlier set. And I guess Flyers have not gotten to a 7th game at all, or a 6th game, so they would be fresh and not have a win under their belt under it. But huge dunk, Rainy Nut on defense, or he had the chance for a follow-up and an early goal, but couldn't put it on target.
Yeah, almost another early one here. So we're used to the slower pace here. For goals scored is Schlonkers beating, but not on target. Now Lumberjacks trying to get this one out. They do. Rainy Nut pushes out to the side. Schlonkers there to collect, but he's just not there in time. Or he gets a second touch there. And Forza gets a pitch out to the middle. 40's up. It gets a 50. Not a second touch though. Ori cycling it around. Now both of them looking at it, but Schlonker's gonna beat both of them. Now Schlonkers gets it to the middle. Rainy Nut there to collect. And Schlonkers not able to deflect it. Instead just having to save it. Rainy Nut up high. 40's gonna grab that one though. Off to the side. No one's there. And 40 going for a big demo there. Clears it up for some time for Forza, but Forza just playing it up to, unfortunately, a Flyers player.
This ball's bouncing around here. Everyone's getting solid touches, making sure there's no shooting opportunities. Forza sends it out to the right. Tizzy takes over. But again, cancer to Ori. Important dunk. 40's in a lot of trouble here. Can he get the read? Yes. Low boost. None, in fact. And the pressure's immediately turning back on the head of the Lumberjacks. Can the Flyers capitalize on this? Well, it's gone quickly back to Bemidji's shot. Schlongers takes it across the middle. We've seen that not work out previously, but this time it's all safe. Important backwards touch from Ori. Back into the corner. Tizzy again over the top. No one jumping. Everyone in the net for this Bemidji side, but able to catch this one, flick it beautifully over Schlongers. Ori takes over. Tizzy to the back left corner. Interesting touch from Rainy Nut, taking over for Tizzy, but he's got the boost to complete it. It's a great flipped reset, taking over on this one. Ori off to the mid right, 2 misses coming through. 40 taking the shot on this backflip. Great coverage by Schlonkers. We've been seeing it all day. He's just been parading through that backboard, that back post, and saving some of these shots that you'd assume would go in, and keeping this one level halfway through.
229. Winner of this game likely gonna take the series if they can figure it out. Tizzy has to make the save. Is that on target? It's not! Oh. And Forza will score the first.
Yeah, a bit of a panic there as that one wasn't quite on. I don't think so. Or no, I'm sorry. He did have to play that one. But unfortunately, that one just gets cleaned up by Forza. Forza in the right spot. And now the Lumberjacks getting that one really important goal. As we've seen, these series aren't ones to go super deep into the scoring. Now Flyers maybe feeling a little bit of pressure here. As, like you said, whoever wins this one it's an open net. But can Ori finish it? He can! And another goal to put him up 2-0.
Oh, important touches here. Great demo on the third man in transition, shaking up Rainy Nut. Ori putting this one towards the net. Caution, trying to get the touch read, can't quite get it. Back post, and all of a sudden this defensive lockdown has been opened up. Floodgates are going, and Lumberjacks double the advantage.
2:03 to go. That's a massive goal for you Bemidji boys. I suppose you guys are happy about that. Definitely. No. My team's up 2-0 in game 5. Yeah, no, I'm not happy about that. Of course, the Bemidji boys have woke up in this 5th game. This is huge. That second goal is massive because you have not really stifled the Flyers' offense, but your offense has been stifled, and it's good that you're getting on the board, nearly looking for a third. And for Bemidji, you have woken up. For St. Cloud, you still have to put your foot down and try and find this 5th game, because this is the biggest game of the series by far. Like I've been talking about this entire time. Whoever wins this likely wins in the 6th game, but I mean, last time it was Bemidji winning in 7, but of course, they're playing a different team, and St. Cloud has showed resilience in the lower bracket 100%.
Yeah, St. Cloud coming off of a string of wins, really big ones too, is obviously they just got off that huge sweep against a very strong team as well. And 40 beating Schlonkers in the corner there, and now Ori's going to play this one down. Schlonkers gets to the corner, but Forza's there, gets a touch out, but unfortunately he's just not far out enough for 40. And Flyers now down to 38 seconds to get 2 goals here. And Forza, he's got a bit of time here as he gets the 100. Now he's going to pitch it out to the middle to Ori, but Ori decides not to commit very wisely. Don't need to take those chances when you're up 2 goals.
Yeah, able to control this one. Huge chunk from 40, keep it in the corner. Bouncing, flipping in front. Reina takes this one. He's got to get this one down the field if they have any chance. But another big demo coming through 40, removing Schlaggers from the pitch. Tizzy sends this one up high. Great reach from Schlaggers to again wipe this one out. 40's able to capitalize. Ball bounces out towards the middle. Looks like it will just be killed on the ground. Nope, you just want to keep it up. The OG rules, can't put it away. And another 0 goal performance. Some great chances being generated from those Lumberjacks. They brought the energy back. They've brought the chances, and now they're sitting on match point heading into this game 6.
1 game away, boys, are the Bemidji Lumberjacks from winning Major 1 for Rising Star. They are oh so close, knocking at the door. But for St. Cloud, I got a feeling St. Cloud is not going to go away easy here, guys. I got a feeling they're going to put up a fight for this game 6. Obviously, one fun thing I look at the Game 5 stats, nothing on the scoreboard for those 3 players. Nothing able to put away. 5 shots for Tizzy, nothing. 5 saves, and the shots are obviously even, somewhat, but still. Lumberjacks able to capitalize on their chances, and that has been the difference in this series. Game 6, match point for Bemidji. If they win this, they win Major 1.
Yeah, it'll be the first team ever to win a major as just new introduced format for this season. But as you mentioned, I don't think the Flyers want that to happen, so they're going to try their hardest here. There's 40 working with his teammate, and now unfortunately it's an open net for the Flyers, and Flyers going to get a freebie here as I think a double commit with 1 deep just made it so that this was just open and free.
Yeah, just a lapse in communication. Who's got that one coming out? Forza looking for the cut, Ori coming from the back, and they sort of bump into each other and create an open chance, and that's really not what you want to do in this situation. If you have a tied game and you need only 1 goal, you got to put the pressure on the Flyers because they know they have to push the issue, and giving them the early advantage is definitely in the Flyers' favor. Can they look here to put this one up, double it up? Important shot and save from Forza. Pitches out, dangerous through the middle. Can 40 put this one away? No! Incredible demo from Rainy Nut, keeping the momentum, saving a for certain goal here, and keeping the Flyers holding on to their advantage. But Bemidji coming up, looking to center this one around. 40, dropping it up high. Tizzy, great mechanics to put it with power and low boost. Forza send this one out to the left, trying to find 40. Important interception from Rainy, but looking for Schlankers. Goes out into the corner, gets it kicked out again. This ball's bouncing around more. 40 with an important interception. Ori dropped this one low as 2 keepers are there. Another important backwards read. Great touch and control from 40. We've seen so many of these heading backwards touch controls, and they've been performed so well each time, but this time it's a backboard that is a killer. Schlankers with the speed, the pace, great setup by Tizzy, and 2 goals in the favor of the St. Cloud Flyers.
3:33 on the clock, the big threes, and Flyers up 2-0. Lumberjacks got to find an answer here in Game 6. Even though they're up in the series 3-2, they still have to figure out a way to put the Flyers to bed. But the Flyers continue to keep their head above water and stay alive. The bump comes out from Tizzy. Can Rainey get a 30? He goes for a bump. Sloggers is there. The bumps are what's needed for St. Cloud to score again.
Wow, and I'm getting visions back to the last series of this Flyer squad just absolutely tearing away at the opponents. And this is pretty intimidating for Bemidji, as this has been a really low-scoring series until right now.
Yeah, we've been saying growing into the series, they've grown into this game beautifully. They got a beneficial goal in the first, but now they're just flowing so well. They're having confidence. They're going for fakes, leaving for the players. They're playing their game, less nerves it seemed, and getting a big 3-goal advantage is what they need. But that's just what Bemidji needs to respond with. Ari there capitalizing, ball bouncing off the corner, touched by Schlankers, and on the one hit gets the power and the placement to make sure Bemidji's got an easy chance to return. Only 2 goals down with 3 to go. It's definitely a chance here to try and take this in Game 6.
3 minutes on the clock. Bemidji trying to answer. 40 trying to drop it down. Won't get it there quite yet. Forza. I mean, for me, Bemidji has to take their time. You have 2 minutes and 40 seconds still on the clock to force out mistakes from St. Cloud. You've done it all series so far, taking away the ability for St. Cloud to break out of their half. You've been winning challenge after challenge, and you have to continue that if you want to take out this St. Cloud team, because the resilience they've shown in this lower bracket is absolutely massive. But for Bemidji, like I said, you've got the time. The time is on your side. The lead is not, but you only have to score 2, which is definitely doable, but you're getting demoed by a St. Cloud team that has just adopted physicality for some reason within the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, all Bemidji needs to do is just try and take advantage of those demo attempts, get an odd man rush on the other side, but it's not going to happen as Tizzy puts this one away. Is a great dunk there and fires back up to 3 goals.
Yeah, that's going your way. Forza touches it around 40. Tizzy getting a beneficial 50, but it seems just the ball has not been bouncing the way. There seems to be some double commits coming through from the Bemidji side. Feeling the nerves, feeling the pressure to try and close this one out, but that's exactly what they need to respond with. If things aren't happening well in the open play, go for a set piece as the kickoff beautifully done by Ori over the cheater, and Forza capitalizes this, and it's like nothing even happened. Just 15 seconds off the clock, and they're back into it, back on the 2-goal difference.
Minute 52, 2-goal difference again, as massive response like we talked about for Bemidji to return. Return service there. Slonker's looking for 2. The read from Ori, though, is on point. Huge touch from 40. Incredible form. He has been some of the best Rocket League that he's played all season, has been in this final. Forza looking for the 1 goal that's needed. That's awkward. Is Ori there? But his shot is off target. A minute 20 to go for St. Cloud to try and find 1 to get into a 1-goal difference, but they need to close the gap right now because St. Cloud is playing physical and demoing them. Forza, the shot's at the target. It's there out of the corner.
What an absolute dripper, as that one is slow in, but all that pressure just pays off for Bemidji, as that is pressure we haven't seen, frankly, a lot in this game from Bemidji. Almost a full minute, I felt like, of just sustained in their face pressure, and now they've worked their way down to just a 1-goal game.
Ori's trying to take over here, gets the reset, but intercepted by Schlonkers. The pace is coming through, the challenges are coming through. Forza's beating out everyone to the ball, but that's dangerously up. Ori needs to get a touch on this midfield. Off the backboard, bounces dangerously. Schlonkers puts this one away. He's dominating the backboard reads, he's hitting it with pace, and he restores the 2-goal advantage. Ori in low boost had to try and commit on this, and it's looking a bit more dangerous for the Bemidji Lumberjacks in this game 6, and also for Suey Scrim.
51 seconds. You're killing me here. We're more likely going to game 7. Of course we are. V was the one who wanted it. I don't think Ben was the one who wanted it. He said 4 games. Slonkers trying to work his way out. 37 seconds. Can Bemidji find something even more special if they're able to pull this off? Forza looking for 1. They got to get 1 before they get the second. Slonkers with a miss. No, Tizzy, though, makes the big save. Forza looking for that touch, but Slonkers returns back. He's got 3 out of the 5 goals for St. Cloud, and he's got all of the goals for St. Cloud pretty much in this series, especially. 8 seconds. Clock and a more than likely tick down. It will. Game 7 is on the cards, gents, and we're going to Champions Field.
Holy cow, you guys. This series has been absolutely
Kill
unreal.
me!
As finally the ball hits the ground. I cannot believe that we are going to game 7. This, I mean, what an amazing showcase. And Schlonkers just keeping up that pressure, getting 3 goals there. What a close match. I mean, if it weren't for that first minute or 2 of just Fires getting away, this would have probably gone into overtime. I feel like, at least.
I agree.
Yeah, they got that early advantage, just had quick goals going their way. I mean, I just remember that incredibly clutch demo that Rainy Nut had. 40 had the open goal at his mercy and just swipes it through. Vital plays coming through, but we have seen a lot more pressure from this Lumberjack side. I mean, we mentioned it previously, Ben. They've been putting on the pressure on the defensive side of the Flyers, forcing them in their own half and generating more chances. And I felt they've grown way in the whole series as a whole, way more than the Flyers have. Lumberjacks have been sorting things out, bringing these challenges, and I mean, I think it deserves a Game 7. I'll take the plaudits. If Lumberjacks take this, I'm a genius mastermind, so fingers crossed I would have that happen.
You're a genius mastermind? I don't know about the genius part, but Game 7, Champions Field. One team will take Major 1. One team will go home and take second. I'm sure the team that wants to win will take Major 1, and I'm sure the team that wants to win will get second place. What did I just say? I don't know what I just said. I'm sure the team that wants to... Okay, I'm just going to shut up, Ben.
It's okay,
Take
Stewie.
over, 4:40 to
Absolutely.
go. Forza looking for the first strike. St. Cloud on their back foot early, but Game 7s are not won by the first goal. They're won by the last goal. And,
The second goal.
The second goal. The third goal. Whichever goal comes in.
First goal.
40 shots first.
Oh, Forza! I thought Forza was trying to do something fancy there, but luckily he just lets it go in. 40 gonna grab this open net, and a nice one 30 seconds in. As you know, this is a random off the top of my head, but I feel like whoever scored first in these series has won. I think so, and I think it is a huge mental thing, especially knowing how slowly these games have been progressing. But I guess we'll see if that is true. Is Lumberjacks feeling pretty good? One goal up here. Forza steering up some chaos. Out to Ori for a great shot there. He misses though. 40 trying to clean up, and it's a floater. Luckily, Schlonkers is up for that one. And here comes the offensive pressure from Bemidji that was not seen in the first half of this series.
It wasn't.
They're trying to lock them in. Oh, they're trying to keep them locked through. The challenges are just everywhere. That was an insane dug. Important read from Rania, and Ari's there to capitalize. Forza causing chaos on the back line. They're pressed up so high, but they have to make sure they aren't pressing too far with this early advantage. Forza trying to take this himself. Gets the reset, gets the flip. But not a double reset. Trying to style on them in the finals. Nothing like Champions Field is. 40 is trying to do the same. Ori importantly sends it to the side. Schlager's finding Tizzy beautifully. Can't Forza get there? No, he's backwards in the net and restored the advantage. The link-up play was beautiful. The pace on this read by Schlager is off the top of the ceiling. Unstoppable. And restoring it back to an even game. 3 to go.
1-1. 3 to go, like V said. You boys, I bet, are pretty antsy in your chairs right now, that's for sure. Huge dunk from Ori. And huge dunk from Forza as well. Yes, Bemidji has had a lot of pressure in this Game 7. Here's the shot. Here's the follow. Tizzy, huge save. Another challenge from Tizzy. Trying to will St. Cloud to a Game 7 and a Major 1 victory. 40, though, looking to go by everybody, but Tizzy stands his ground. And for St. Cloud, you have staunched the bleeding. I was about to say, you know, when we were talking earlier, guys, earlier on in this game, if you're St. Cloud, if you go down by 2, you have to staunch the bleeding now, and they've done that. So no 2-goal lead for Bemidji. We're tied at 1, and it's fitting because this series has been anything but a 2-goal lead. It's been all 1-goal games, all close games. Forza, can he drop it down? Rainy Nuts there to make the save, and St. Cloud just holding their line, trying to keep Bemidji at bay. The Lumberjacks are hungry for a 1-goal lead, trying to chop down the tree that is St. Cloud.
Very nice, Stewie. As 2 minutes left here. 40 up, but he's not going to commit to it. And now he's got another chance to commit to it, and he does get the slightest touch. Actually, I don't know if that was a touch, but 40 grabbing that 100 in the corner. Is Tizzy trying to work this one out? And 40 going to go for a demo, creating some chaos there. And Forza luckily gets a touch there. Rainy Nut slow to play this one. Forza's going to take advantage of that. Now Schlonkers has a shot here. Goes for a second, doesn't get it. And now Tizzy going to work it in the corner. Forza's got some time. It goes for a shot. Rainy Nut gets this one up high to Schlonkers. Schlonkers misses, and 40 gets tied up though. Can't complete the shot.
Ori with the shot, doesn't quite get it on net. And now Forza's got to be careful as he beats him up high. 40 with an awkward angle, doesn't get it. Forza gets it to the side now. Rainy not going to play this one. Now Ori's got some time, puts it in reverse as trying to evade a demo attempt there. Double commit by Bemidji. And now Schlonker's going to get this to the middle. 40 able to intercept that. And a huge demo there by Ori to potentially relieve all that pressure.
Yeah, important demos coming through. Forza with a one-on-one opportunity. Can he take this one? Does he play one? Sends it off the front post. Does it go front again? Is it going to fall? No! 40 and Ori are just sitting there. Doesn't have the momentum to put that one away. Almost a crazy play. 50 seconds now. Schlonkers takes the air, gets the touch, sends it out towards the middle. Is anyone there? No, it's his old teammate Forza. Sends it out to 40. Going for the shot. Can he get the top corner? It's in! What a shot by 40!
Oh my
Zero
God!
posts off the ceiling. Are you kidding me? The best goal of the series happens right now with 40 seconds left. How does that bounce? Crossbar post in. Take the lead. 40 seconds left. Can they hang on to this one?
Fitting that there's 40 seconds left and 40 strikes in Game 7 for Bemidji. Can they hang on, or can the Flyers find something special? Can the St. Cloud Flyers put something to work? Do Prussia's Genetics have a chance? 40 heroic saves. Slugger's follow-up is also denied by Forza. 19 seconds for the Flyers to find something after an incredible run. Bump comes in, but Schlonkers is there to save the day. What does he have? Has the boost. Can he drop it down? Rainy Nuts there, looking for the bump. Ball, looking for the touch. 40, infield. Can they kill it down? The time gonna more than likely die out. 1 second and 40 trying to fix the game. The clue is there, and the Flyers will lose it. And the Lumberjacks are the Major 1 champs.
Oh my God, that was all 40 for that last minute. I swear every key moment was just 40's name tag on it. And what a huge win by Lumberjacks, and what a showcase for us at home. I mean,
wow.
Unbelievable finish to this major.
Wow.
I mean, truly, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. I mean, what even was happening? That series is great. I mean, if anyone is watching this and you're looking at this, you're like, oh, Rising Star, what's that all about? I mean, those are the top teams in Rising Star, and you can see the quality that they're producing. These teams are dominant. They're in their own realm. The shooting, the passing, the defense. I mean, 40 just went crazy for the last 2 minutes, getting the clutch goal and an important save, bringing it back. I mean, it's incredible showing. It's worth the full distance. I think positives on all around from both these teams, and I guarantee this is not the last time that we see these two teams face off in a competitive environment.
There's no way it's not. There's no way. Wow. What a series and a fitting end, guys. Wow. I mean, for Bemidji to pull that out is actually unbelievable to me, because they were on their back foot for a lot of this series. They were not necessarily making the mistakes, but I mean, to be fair, they couldn't break out of their half. Sometimes the Flyers just had their number, and my God. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I just realized that I just played the wrong winner.
Yeah, you were playing the Flyers the entire time, and I really just wanted to tell you, but I didn't want to interrupt.
Did I really do that? Oh my God, here it is. Here it is. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Oh, good there. But I mean, truthfully, they're also winners in this context.
Everybody's
getting
a winner.
Second place. They're okay. 16 points versus 20 points. Either way, what a great showcase by both of these teams, and I think there's a significant gap between these two and the rest. And you know, there's so much time in our season here that, you know, this could be a totally different picture by the end of the season. Absolutely unbelievable performance, an unbelievable series. Truthfully, actually thrilling. I think I'm gonna throw this shirt probably into the washer here ASAP.
You that sweaty, man? You were nervous. He was so nervous. I could hear it in his voice the entire time. Even V was like, man, are they gonna win? Oh man. V in his volleyball, he's probably sitting there throwing it at the wall. Why are we tossing this series, guys? Why are we doing this to ourselves? He's got a dent on his desk, man. Yeah. 100%.
It's been,
We're back
been
on
an
screen.
incredible show.
Yeah. Say hi, guys.
I mean,
Hello.
it's been
Stewie,
nuts.
why don't we transition here into presenting, or if it's up to you, it might be too early, into our major MVP. As honestly, it's I don't want to reveal too much. Actually, Stewie, why don't you introduce us into this?
I will in a second. Okay.
Okay.
We I'm just waiting on the bracket to appear on my screen. It's being a nuisance to me. So, obviously we know who won. Of course, we figured it out. We watched it. But yeah, this major bracket. I'm just waiting for it to show up. It will just download for me. Just do it. Just do it. I don't have that many things open. It's not hard. It's so easy. It's so friggin' simple. But yeah, Bemidji Lumberjacks, congratulations. You are the champions. I mean, you are. The performance though in Game 7 was really what took the cake for me. You got the lead. The shot from 40 was so fitting at 40 seconds. Just it lined up so well. It really did. But you came all the way through the top side of the bracket. The 2 seed taking out the 1 seed. You did it. You took out the 3 seed in the final in 7 games. But I'll just throw since this thing's not downloading for me, I'll just throw this on screen. Here's the bracket. We already know who won. The Lumberjacks took it in 7. They only have 1 there, but they have 4 on my screen. So, but yeah, Flyers, incredible performance, especially in that lower bracket final. And Ben, I think it's time to present our MVP of Major 1 Rising Star. Fitting that it would be this man. 40, congratulations, you are the MVP of Major 1. To me, this is you, man. This congratulations to the Lumberjacks for winning, but the performance was just insane, especially that final shot.
Yeah, I mean, we were thinking about that final shot the whole time, but also 40 had the first goal of that series, which came off of a Forza 50, and he just turned for the ball with 0 boost as basically third man and puts it bottom left corner. I mean, that set the tone for the whole rest of the series, getting up to that early advantage and having that confidence to challenge for that ball and have the confidence to hit the ball with low boost and place it out of the way of Schlonkers. I mean, both goals proved essentially vital for Bemidji to take this lead, and I think that Game 7 was all him, and supported by strong play from Forza and Ori for sure, but that shot is just in a league of your own.
Yeah, and I mean, it's been incredible, guys. Us 3. I'm sure the Bemidji boys are happy, definitely. I'm not happy because my Miracle's lost.
Bias,
That's okay,
no bias
but
at all.
no biases at all. We got to get this stream over with. We've got places to go, so yeah, I do. Friends, thank you so much for joining us for Major 1 of Rising Star. We will see you in tomorrow, actually, for Challenger, more than likely, and then after that, we have Premier rounding us off. 6 teams left in both of those leagues. And after that, a massive 3-week break. So, keep an eye out for the Discord, definitely. But, yeah. From all of us at MNCS, from Ben, me, V15, thank you so much for joining us. And congratulations to the Bemidji Lumberjacks, your Major 1 Rising Star champions.